Oh, yeah. What was that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Khalid's back in the building. We got someone here special today.
It better be me and not Danny.
Woo!
What's special about you?
Not this guy wearing dress. We have a young Samson, but I'm not going to focus on him today.
Baby Samson.
I'm back. Khalid's back from
Call
vacation.
this one Sam.
You went to do construction work, which vacation? Liar.
We got someone special in the
When
building.
you see money.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, when you look at her, she's not wearing dreads. Different kind of dreads. Wearing one kind of hat.
Is it supposed to be a rap? Is it rapping?
Let him finish.
Actually used to be a rapper.
You see this guy and Oscar. Like I actually like when he and Oscar on podcast because he and Oscar they usually drop some bars, some dead bars that never made it out. you know?
Please.
No, Kali, I want you to start again.
Okay, I'll do it again.
No, but so the thing is that you don't even know because there was a beat playing.
Oh, yeah?
So there was a
the
beat
head-
playing.
you
That was why he
need
was
to
saying.
use the headset now.
I'll do it again.
Okay, yeah, do it again.
No, but why you doing it again,
I'll
please?
do it again.
No, I want
live
Guy,
work, man.
don't
That's how
go.
live
Let's
work.
start our recording, Jerry.
The way you're touching my shoulder, it looks as if, did you rub any palm on you or anything like that? Come on, man, what's wrong with you?
Man, Kali, I beg this is enough.
Okay.
Thank you very
need to
much.
wear that headset, honestly.
Oh, yeah?
And I wear the headset so you can
need
hear
to-
me.
You need to so I can hear everybody.
I know probably some hair. You have so many hair. Yeah.
Wait, let me adjust because I know that these guys they shout a lot, and then you might not want this thing.
But I can hear from outside.
See, you just, see,
No, just- it's fine like
just
that.
Just
Just-
two of us.
No. Wait,
Nah,
but
his
wait.
turn- his turn is coming. After you be putting beats that favors him. when they are roasting him, you never put that one.
No, but so the thing is this here, the entire video is up. So anybody that wants to see the entire video definitely sees this.
Oh, no, but I'm not gonna lie. The last two podcasts with this young man here,
Yeah. No, but
he
listen,
made some.
Let me tell you something.
He made some statement. I'm surprised you let him go.
How? Why? What statement?
I was hearing about him comparing with Samson, biblical Samson, for example. I was like, damn me.
Thomas, let's get to the topic of
Okay.
today. If
Well,
not, we will
First of all,
not
take
be-
off these glasses.
Thank
Why?
you very much, guys. I'm very, very glad that you guys are here. Kali, you and some other people decided to be away for a very long while.
No,
But hope you're good though.
well, you know, life is.
Life is good now. You have a new shirt, of course. life is
No,
good.
Kali has worn this shirt before.
You see, it's not. I understand when you want to be Samson, some things cloud your brain. But you know, it's been good. But we thank God for everything. Thank God
Every
for
time
life.
Kali makes me jealous now, and then I am so moved to want to buy a house. Every time I'm on the phone with Kali's like, I have to go and mow the lawn. I'm like, oh
But
God,
leave that
relax
lawn,
now.
Oga.
You just
Oga, leave that lawn.
just a mowing lawn.
Oga, leave that lawn. That lawn like this. You know, there are many things about the lawn. Have you caught crab before?
It's a sign of house owners now. When they say, I don't
Yeah.
know mow lawn, you
Yeah.
know, they have to take care of their
It's a new
property.
thing, man. Ada, welcome to our podcast.
I don't know. I don't feel introduced. Yeah, like Kali, you need to. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
all the way
From where?
from Mexico.
From
Kali, come on, this is not wrestling.
Port Harcourt.
She have killed. No, she had not killed anybody. Make noise.
Thomas, let's get this guy.
Oh my!
No,
You don't know.
Kali, it's okay. Damn, how about you try? Introduce me.
You have to turn us to houseboy. I don't understand what's going on. Let's go.
Introduce me. Let's hear. I think you have it in you.
Welcome to our podcast, Ada.
You know what? You F9, you have failed it. You know what? I guess we have no other person.
Let me
Thomas,
do
you're
it. Let me
going,
do it.
Let
You're going to
her introduce herself.
Thomas, you're going to knock the ball out of the park.
Which park?
How about you introduce me?
First and foremost, there's no ball in the park. But damn serious, you know, today is a wonderful day. Getting to see a wonderful person on our podcast, you know. There can only be one Ada Olisa. I've actually not seen.
Oh, stop
Ada
it.
used to, no, listen.
No one
Ada
person
used,
answers.
Ada used to brag that she's the only one that has that name in the whole world.
No, I agree with her. Yeah.
Any other Ada
You are
Olisa.
bearing two common names, Ada and Odisa.
No,
Like-
you can't.
And then he makes it uncommon.
Individually, they don't mean any. They don't mean what it should mean. Individually.
But you know what is right? There's some last names you will never see anyone replicate.
Like what?
I'm telling you.
He didn't tell us. He's like, I'm telling you. Okay, Kali.
No, there's some last names you will never see again. If you see that person has to connect or relate to that person. Because you know why? The last name came out of something event, right? That happened.
Oh yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I know what
There's
you
some
mean,
last
yeah.
name that you never.
They named it after
Yeah.
something very
I have a
uncommon.
last name like that. You
Why
will
you
never
guys
see.
still
it.
talking? He was introducing me. I don't like this thing, man.
Well,
Sorry,
Very
you're
soon now you
saying-
say you should bring drink.
they're always, you
Is
know,
that drink?
jumping in. But yeah, how have you been? What are you saying?
Oh shit, that's the end. Oh god, I thought we were going to keep
They
going.
already cut me short now, so we have to.
All right, no. Okay, yeah, that sucks, man. I wish that we could have had an introduction longer than that for myself. Yeah, but no. For everyone listening, my name is Ada, and I am very good friends with some people on this podcast. Some I don't know them. So to be very honest, some people I do not know. But having said that, I'm excited to be here, talk about this topic. And Thomas asked me how I've been. I've been good. I thank God. I can't complain.
Yeah.
I've been blessed. Yeah.
Nice. For the longest while, I used to be in some meetings with Ada, and then the way Ada usually announce herself or like introduce herself, she'd be like, "Hi, I'm Ada Olisa. I go to University of Waterloo," and then she always add the part. I'm in 4B. I'm in 4A.
Yeah.
Like that has left your lingo.
I mean, you had to add that part when you were in university because, like, those meetings that he's talking about is like interviews, right? I mean, so I'm telling you, like, I'm in my fourth year, first time, 4A, 4B, and like that was like you kind of memorize it. Hi, I'm Ada. I go to University of Waterloo, accounting and finance, management, bachelor's. I have like this co-op. You want to just put it all there in the beginning, but now, like, obviously, like, I'm done school. Thank God. Like,
Sounds like stress.
no, like undergrad was fine. Masters.
And again, it was rushed 8 months. Yeah.
It was 8 months. Funny
Accelerated
thing about the
program.
masters actually was I failed it the first time. So
What do you
in
mean?
I failed my.
What do you mean? What do you mean? She got F. Simple as that.
Shut up.
You're asking what failure means. She's not pass, guy.
No, I don't understand. I couldn't.
Like, how did you fail your class?
Get carried the whole class.
Oh, but
No.
I mean, first of all, who pay? God, if not me, I go to please.
No. I mean, obviously, I'm
Oh,
fortunate.
she's
that
from
my
upper
parents
class.
pay for
so.
everything. But my masters in accounting at UW, I failed it was in 2021, and you end in August. So at the end of August, I found out that like one of the courses I did not like. The mark is 2-point difference, but like I still failed it irrespective.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I failed it, and then they tell us you can't redo it. You don't get thanks for coming. You get nothing. You don't get like half a degree. You absolutely nothing. Like
So
that's
zero?
it. Nothing. So like right now I'm devastated. I'm torn.
Gone too soon.
Never been that low in my life. I call my body Solomon. I'm like, I
your body.
failed. And Solomon, the next thing Solomon pulls up to my house. He has food. He has drinks. We finish eating, and I'm just like, he has not changed, yo. I have, I still feel.
You go to
refresh the portal or what? I'm confused.
And then Solomon is like, you know what? Let's call Daniel. Daniel is my friend, and we'll go to the same program. And I call Daniel, and Daniel pulls up to my place, and he's sitting there, and he's looking at me. He's like, "What are we going to do?" And I'm just like, "This is it. I'm done." Then Daniel asks me, he's like, "What's the worst part about failing?" I'm like, "What would I tell my father?" That was the worst. No, I didn't care that I failed. I was like, "What would I tell my parents? International fees."
Investment.
Anyways, long story short, Daniel writes a what's it called?
Plan or what?
No, he writes
A letter.
a letter to the school. I forget what they call it. He writes it to the university. He writes it to the dean. He's like, Ada, you have to read this, sign it. This letter is 5 pages PDF, right? He starts from like first year university. These are all her contributions in school. These are everything. She's never failed in undergrad. Online school is obviously not for her. She had COVID, depression, anxiety, mental health. He had everything in that
Put it
letter.
at
all
black.
the
And they put
card.
that you're black.
We forgot. That's the thing.
Oh,
We
you
forgot
played
the black
the race
one.
card. Well,
We forgot,
nice.
No, I didn't. Shut the fuck up. But I didn't play the race card. He forgot the black one. So he has everything in the letter, and I'm looking at it. I was like, I don't know, man. He sends it to my best friend in the UK. She reads it. She proofs it. She's like, Ada, send this letter. I'm like, I don't know, man. Daniel goes to my email, sends the email to the school. They said, yeah, you know what? Actually, we're going to speak to the owner, the professor of that course, and give you the course. The woman said no. She said, we're not giving her the course. I have to do it again next year.
That's your
So
relative from
2021,
Imo State too.
sorry, 2022 actually, 2022 summer, I had to go to school while working full time. Right, while working full time, I had to go to school again. I get to school, they're like, your tuition is $25,000, and I said, I'm only taking one course, and I just need
Well,
to
it doesn't
get
matter.
one grade.
Yeah.
I told them I can't pay it. I told them I'm not going to pay it. The school gave me 3 scholarships to pay for the school tuition.
Is it?
3 scholarships to pay for the tuition.
Nice.
I paid $5,000, did my one course, And the funny thing about that one was I was like, I'm not going to pass it again because
You fail again? No, because I don't understand this conversation is going to.
no. But then the thing is that like
I can't defend you after this one.
they
No.
repeated some of the case and the course is like you're doing 5 hours cases. Right? You sit down 5 hours cases, 7 of them. So they repeated some of the cases and I've done them before and I was just like, man, this is going to be a sweet ride. Working full time, I did the course, I got my master's, but I didn't get with my friends. But like it really was a little bit.
But why do you think you failed the first time?
Oh, I didn't know shit.
Okay.
No, like academically, I could not. I just like it was a lot at once, and I did well in school because it was in classes. That's how I did well in school. Because like if I listened to a teacher present, I would remember it.
More like
online,
yeah.
I was fucking up. Shit, can we swear on this podcast?
Yeah, of course.
Like I was messing around. I was like, it's online. We'll figure it out. I was doing everything wrong, and I was going through it. At that time. I remember something that happened in that period.
What happened?
What happened?
It's not
Breakfast.
don't concern you guys.
Okay.
No, he has to concept because he cannot bring
You
up
can't
something.
tell us you
Because
failed and you
what,
not
what
tell us
happens?
why you
What
failed.
happens in this podcast is let's break down the rules because I don't think we did that. Whenever conversation you start,
Yeah.
You
have to give us a
finish it.
climax.
Well, you didn't give me that before. So like now,
Okay,
going forward,
no problem,
that,
no
that was
problem.
the premise. Yeah.
okay.
Well,
no problem.
Ada,
But young man, hold on. Let us finish this thing first of all, please.
Bro, it's my failure. It's not your failure. Let's move on.
No, Ada, you said your body, Solomon, he came with food.
Yeah.
I'm actually concerned. Were you hungry?
No, that's the thing. Like when you don't know what's doing you, you might be hungry.
So you just brought food.
I mean,
I've
You
called
don't know
that boy
what it's
many.
doing, but you know
I've
that
called
you're
that boy
hungry.
many times when I'm in trouble. He never come with anything food.
oh yeah.
Why did he come with you with food?
No, you know your own. You usually need that. You know that wire they used to start car. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. That jump
But
start.
shout out to you for
But
for
that
picking up the
was
pieces and
Yeah,
because
no, it taught me resilience.
I won't lie. If you were left alone, knowing Ada wouldn't have come up with that letter.
Never. I would have just been like, this is it.
Ada would have been like, yeah, this is them just go to Walmart or
Never.
something, you know. Yeah.
And I already had a
Walmart.
job. It's you that work in Walmart.
No, I'm not saying walk Walmart. Just go there, just because that's kind of Ada.
No,
yeah.
very different situation. Coming out of that first master's that I failed, I already had 4 jobs. Like I had 4
Are you
job
serious?
offers.
Lined up, eh?
So like I was like, I'm going to be fine, but like I just, I didn't want to be a failure.
It's not that you're a failure,
but-
no.
But
well,
no, it
life,
was okay.
life happens. A
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago, our body, because now she says it's her own body as well. Our body got engaged, I'm not going
It's
to
not here now.
Of course, he's not here. When he comes, he's going to speak about it. And then, the entire thing
I'd like to be here when he says that.
for real.
Yeah, you come,
Hopefully.
yeah.
The entire thing looked, surreal to me because, listen, time moves fast, And then, I'll be
How long
honest.
they've been dating? 2 years, no?
Hey, who is asking you all this?
No, he said time will move fast. Like literally, I mean,
No, I mean like between myself and him. And then,
Because they've known each other since the streets of Ibadan.
both of them meeting in my house as well. I'm like,
oh,
shit.
it was your house that had. Okay, yeah, I wasn't invited to that.
What, really? Wow.
You don't know? This guy's house
Actually, I
is
don't
sent
know
off.
that- Wow. What? Well, they say coaches don't play sharp because I don't know how you are linking people up, but can't link yourself up. Like I don't understand, bro.
My life. You know what I like you? You fire shot at the right time.
Listen, shows that never make it out.
You won't post it
No,
now.
no,
You
He
won't
won't post this one. He won't post it.
He's working on finding the bone of his bone.
No, but really,
bone. You bone not break. Yeah, you start from blood vessel before you enter cartilage. then bone.
but like, of course. So now he's engaged.
Yeah.
Rather, he and his baby are engaged. And then I was actually thinking about it. Is it fair that we know that she's engaged, but we don't know that he is engaged? How do we know that he's engaged?
Fair.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
right.
she should put a tag on his neck that says engaged.
So wait, is it normal for? I thought when you are engaged with someone, two of you wear the ring, or it's just
No,
one
it's only the
person?
girl that
No,
wears
he's
the
just
ring.
he's
The
usually
problem with you are used to occultic.
I don't know now. I've never
Behavior.
been, you're not supposed to tell us. Me, I've
No,
never
he's not been
you-
engaged
you-
before
you give
now.
your wife ring. I'm going to give her because this one
No, he don't give her a ring.
No, I
this
give
one
her a
is-
vessel.
I will
They
not
just-
say I will not be
just
surprised.
shoot each other.
I will not be. It's not Kali.
No, but honestly, like, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay. But Kali, right now you're married. How do you know you're married?
Those guys are fool. I swear my father, man.
Wait, Kelly, you don't wear rings.
No, the thing you have to understand is
Kali, do you work in factory? What's your excuse?
What's your excuse for not wearing a ring?
first of all,
No.
if you
First of all,
observe, if you observe really closely, I don't I'm not a jewelry individual.
But you're putting on watch.
Oh, actually, this watch is This watch is kind of.
Thank you for
I'm
that.
not.
You said
I'm
that
not a
was-
drawing individual. If you observe, I don't wear large chains.
Does your wife wear a ring?
Of course, she
course.
does. Yeah, because she's.
So do you,
she's,
so do you think that's should I say fair that she has
I mean,
to
it's
wear
not even
one
about
around?
fairness. It's about whatever the agreement is. Like, she might be okay with
But
him
how,
not
so
wearing
how
a
do
ring.
we
You know I like
how
her
do we
that.
know he's
Hold on,
married?
hold on, hold on. Let me
How
just
do we know
slap you,
how do we
Oga.
then know he's married?
Like, why do we care?
Ada, this why. Please,
Unless
take
I'm
a
trying
seat,
to move
Baba.
to him,
I beg,
then,
go there,
like,
beg.
obviously.
Well, my
No, but I'm just honestly being.
No, but the thing is,
Thomas, are you married?
No.
How do we know you're not
stop
married?
now. You're
I'm not
asking
married.
wrong questions. You're asking things that are realistic.
Like what?
Like yet today.
I see whether it made beef. I see whether it made beef and plantain. Ask him
Or
things.
whether he made it or why you asking if he's married? Just
This
kind
is
of-
the only human being that
they-
makes beef and plantain on Saturday
The
night.
first time I met Thomas, every single time beans. I'm just like, you can't possibly like beans this much.
No,
No,
but
that- it was brought up in Ibadan.
I've actually met someone who, some people who like beans more than myself.
No,
Yeah.
not
For me,
James
too, I
and his
like
siblings.
beans, so I like
James
beans,
and his
so-
siblings.
No, but James does not cook like you.
No.
Let me tell you how this guy
James-
cooks.
No, James and his siblings.
No, there are many.
I'm sure. Yeah, of course.
Those guys are a
He
battalion.
cooks one bowl of
Yeah, the
beans
key one
and-
bowl. This guy cooks beans that can be enough for me and my family for the next 2 months, and he put it inside freezer.
Yeah, but I love beans though.
I no one see him. I've never seen someone.
It's called meal plan.
This guy one time made he made tilapia for me, and it's the worst tilapia I've ever seen in my life. You know why?
He doesn't.
He cuts all the pepper in the world inside the fish.
He grew up in Ibadan. Now, what do you expect? Among Yoruba people,
I'm
the
telling you.
wicked ones.
But really, like,
Yeah, but anyway.
marriage is still very, very far. So, like, that is like. trust me.
What's the driving force behind that statement? Why do you
you
think
know
it-
why now?
listen,
No, because he talked about Solomon, no?
Listen, why do you think it's very, very far?
Alloy.
so, like-
alloy.
What alloy? It's
You know
alloy.
what?
It's alloy.
Is that alloy? Oh, anyone. Anyone.
It's alloy. But I know where he's going to.
Urban culture.
But honestly, like, there's still so much to be done, you know, before that very point. Like, when I look at.
But why?
things to do.
Because you know what's funny?
Do you think age is a determinant?
For a guy, yes. In fact, for both, yes. I'll be honest.
No. For the woman, I don't agree because
So do you think you're entering into that threshold?
Yes.
Okay.
But I still have 8 more years.
oh, well, this guy, let's carry on.
You see why I say you should not ask him the question?
It's more. What are you counting to, like 30?
35.
I mean, fair.
Well,
Very bad.
you'll be attending PTA meetings at 50, Sha.
No, I mean, like,
just have that.
I think
mind.
the idea is like,
50.
you know, when you start getting ready, can you just go for like orientation in university and find the bone of your bone. You know, just you plug them young.
That would be
Above
nice.
19, yeah.
Yeah. No, but
Before,
above. No, I beg. Above 21.
Okay, I guess we're using the US league. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Above
Please.
21.
Dami. You don't usually claim that you go to church and all. On your phone, do you
I
have the
don't
Bible?
claim I do.
Do you have the Bible?
Yeah, I have Bible on my phone.
I have
please
Bible on my
open
phone too.
Can you please open the Bible?
Why did you check there?
I don't know what I thought.
Why did you do that? Why did you check there?
What do you check? What do you check? What do
He
you check?
checked. I never seen
that
anybody
pocket
put their
now.
phone here.
Maybe
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
sitting like
No,
that.
it wasn't
Yeah,
sitting
so
there. Phone was not
that
there.
mean, yeah, and then you guys open to Proverbs 13:24.
I have it.
Is this? Are we doing? Do you open your sword? Yeah. You know that.
It's not open your soul.
Oh,
guys.
no.
Martin
Draw your
99.
Oh
Ba-
my
ba-
God.
I don't know that one.
You don't. Is this one?
I know I know your sword.
Oh, how did it? How did it?
Everybody holds their Bible
Okay,
up
yeah,
and then
yeah.
someone calls.
I think it's upside down though.
It's upside down.
Upside
It's
Upside down.
yes,
Then
yeah,
when you
yeah.
now
They
do
do it in
now
my boarding
turn it-
school. I'm Catholic, so we don't really
But
do
Thomas,
that.
what
but
happened to
do my
you?
boarding
Wow.
You lost the way of
Like
God.
he has lost it.
You
so
just
bad.
you came to Canada, you decided
And-
to,
it's like-
you
Become a man of
decided
the
to,
world.
you decided
This guy
to
was-
join
this guy
the
was
world.
the class
The-
rep
if-
of his set, like class representative.
Well, the first time I saw the young
He's
man, when he
like-
came out, he reminded me of two people in my church. One of them was the head usher,
Brahmat.
Brother Ezekiel.
He used to be so. Like what?
But let me
happened?
continue. Read the
I
passage.
thought you said you had it now.
Oh, you don't have it?
I have Bible. You said you already seen the passage.
Proverbs 13:24. Spare the rod and spoil the child. I think. Well, I read it from the email that Thomas sent to me.
Okay.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. So
Sorry, it's
no. Ask your question. I'm
No, of course. We're getting there. And then I'm actually glad that she thanks for reading that.
That chair is not.
No, Kali, stop it.
No, if there's anything,
Have
this
you ever
guy
been to my
doesn't buy.
former
He
place?
doesn't buy fake things. No, I wasn't there.
Oh my God. Kali destroyed 2 chairs, bro.
Oh, he destroyed the one in my place.
Bro, that
too.
chair was fake, man.
No, Kali, you're
No,
big.
but Kali, like,
That chair was
you
fake.
destroyed chairs.
We had
like
to get
this.
him
You
metal
destroyed-
chair.
That chair was fake. I'm not lying. That chair was fake.
No, Kali only sat on metal
I'm not
chair.
gonna lie to you. That chair was fake.
It was so
See, you
bad.
got to a point. I told you, Kali, you be sitting on the floor. It's not.
That chair is fake, man. I'm not lying, man.
But yeah, Kali, before
Yeah.
you started to seal the deal with your woman, did you guys ever discuss, modes of discipline for your kid?
I thought this question was was supposed to be.
No,
done
it was
that
for
day.
you. Like, no, there's no tendency for marriage. At least it's not in the picture right now. Let's not. Let's talk to
Say that record first.
But I never told you that too.
Oh, okay, when you're throwing your shots at me. But yeah, like Kali, like honestly, like
Yeah.
before, because I know your woman to be someone who's also very, 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 very
Disciplined.
intellectual and pragmatic like yourself. I know that these are things she must have thought about, especially when she said, "Okay, this is the guy I want to sit down with. This guy does not have sense normally. I know." So how are we going to discipline our kid whenever things go the other way? So did you guys ever discuss that?
We did a little bit, But me, my style is very radical. I will never condone. So let me put it this way: I will never conform or assimilate to the ways of the West, because don't get it wrong. There are positive aspects that exist,
Yeah.
Just imagine this. I look at it this way. Just imagine that those days when you were growing up, they say, T, go to your room. No iPad for 2
You
days.
didn't have a room. What do you mean?
Sorry.
Go to and lie down on the floor.
Go to the house guest room. No iPad for 2
No, it's
days.
Umuwoke.
Yes. Just
Boys room and girls room.
go to no. They had like boys' room and girls' room. They tell you go there and time out. So obviously, some of the punishment work for the kids here, right? But I think for me, again, obviously you cannot bring the same system before now, right? But I've watched the way a couple of people I know, the way they kind of mentor their kids, and I say, it's problematic. Do you know what's funny, T? Do you know that there is this thing going around that you can't parent my kid? You might not understand because you have not been around some of these people. It's a big thing. And I'm like, I hear people say you can't parent my kid.
What does it mean?
It means
Can't tell my kid
you
how
can't
to
discipline them. You can't tell them how to act. It has to be just their parent. And it's very strange to me.
Very.
We're not brought up that way,
Yeah.
right? So I keep everywhere I go, I hear that. You see people you want to touch. I had someone I was trying to talk to the kid. I was like, my bad.
Person black, African.
Obviously, yes, Nigerian.
act. Try.
What?
You want him to go
Yeah,
back home?
see, because
you try
of-
this another,
yeah,
another
because
praise.
see, you have to understand
You
that
are going home. You
most
try
of them,
that.
they're trying to be something they're not.
Yep.
Right? You don't blame them at the end of it. It's their kid. If someone says that to me, that's game over. But here's my principle, T. If I can't discipline your kid, you should never even talk to my own kid. Because that one, there will be more issue for me. You get what I mean, T? Because that's where I start to see, Because T, over time, you said that thing might rub off on you too. Why would I? I'm not saying you should flog your kid. No, you can't. You shouldn't flog your kid the way we are. We were kind of
Anybody that-
animalistic behavior. No, it's not abuse.
We
We
were,
are
we were
animalistic.
harassed and
No,
punished.
you deserve to be harassed.
No.
I'm looking at you right now. One did not flog you enough. But let's take that.
You say that you can still collect.
No, but so like Kali, so you're trying to say that both of you had,
That conversation.
yeah.
Yeah, we
He said he
do.
should.
Give it to her, please.
We do have that, right? And she would definitely tell you too that Carlison is too much. Because there are still some things I believe that should be done.
Yeah.
Like what?
I'll tell you that. Let me tell you, for example, right? This will shock you.
Probably not.
If you come to my house, you won't see a lot of toys. I don't believe in that. Like, no, you won't see numerous.
You're
I'm going
raising children. No,
relax
not-
first.
Hold
relax
on.
first.
Let him.
When you go to some people's house, like, you have one kid, you have like thousands of toys. Those things are not necessary.
I have a story to tell.
So here's the thing, right?
To remove this glass because
I
I don't even.
there is toy, right? But if you I've watched different ways. Even the community I live right now, those guys don't buy those stuff. And I watch them, and you see the kids. See, you can't believe what I saw yesterday. So coming yesterday to come play ball, I've never seen in my life. But because I moved to this community, see, this guy was flying kite.
Are you serious?
I've
remember we used to do
never
that as a
seen it
kid.
in my
Yeah,
life. See, and so I was like, where's my camera?
Yeah,
And he just stayed there like this, you know? Why? That
That's
kid,
like OG
OG
fun.
team. But guess what? That kid doesn't have the toys like that. They don't, because I've seen the community, right? So I'm like, Then I saw another one, too. Probably like 11. They were fishing. They're just doing their thing. I'm like, I see back. These are different from people in the city. You know? But that kite was just... I mean, you have not seen that since you came here, right?
Yeah, but
So your kid does not have a toy.
No, I'm not saying that. You don't give me wrong. I said... See, I don't think...
But what's your reason behind not wanting them to own so many toys? Is what we're asking. Yes, now, like, what's your reason behind not wanting the child to own? Yes, because I have to understand.
your own
Because
kid?
the absence of toys in your life is what.
No, don't get...
You keep asking him what is his reason for not having, like, giving his kid a lot of toys. And I think there's so many things to learn from it, in the sense that, like what is really happening to our society now? Too much is too much. Too much is just like it's unnecessary. Because then you have all these options and you have all these things that you can do, and then at the end of the day, it's like, oh, I have all these things I can watch on Netflix. Netflix is so boring. There's nothing to watch because you have excess.
Yeah.
If we had only like African Magic now, I hear there's only these 3 shows. People would Superstore, you'd watch it. You'd follow every single Thursday. You would watch the next Superstore, the next This Life, everything. But now there's so much that you can't make choices. Same thing with kids and toys.
So in my own opinion, yeah, I feel like you still have. I was saying something last week about, arousing your kids' interest like very early. Look at these people.
In toys.
Look at these people. No, like interest in.
Wait.
What do you say?
It's
In
only
toys
the
like
ones
that.
that say,
Why you so?
No, finish,
but anyway,
finish,
letting them know, or finding out what they are meant to do early.
Yeah.
So now my own is that you need to find the right balance between those things. I'm going to use my nephew as an example. Yeah.
No.
Right from age 5, yeah, I already know that this guy is not going to do anything that doesn't involve, computers and stuff, because he was always watching. Listen to
We are
me.
listening to you
Because
now.
I see that you've changed, so we have changed face. But we already knew. Now, how did we know? Yeah, anytime,
this is about to
like.
sound like we already knew that our son was a
Listen
daughter. I
now,
don't know where you're
listen.
headed.
Listen,
go ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
just trying to make an analogy here.
Okay.
Whenever I request for toys and stuff, you always request for something that like you can press, you can
What do you mean by request for?
Listen now, God, can you not cut me short?
Okay.
Listen,
Sorry.
I'm heading somewhere.
Okay.
Like he's always requesting for like techie stuffs when it comes to toys. That okay, what should I buy for you? What should I do? Different kids request for different things. Yeah, and we already knew from that point that he was an introvert. He likes to keep to himself. Sure, you feel me? But my brother did not want him to be like that. Like they still wanted him to have friends, go outside. So there's a time for this hour to this hour is when you can play with your toys. From this hour to this hour, you have to be outside with other kids, whether you like it or not. Like they literally forced him to listen. They literally forced him to socialize, so that he's not just going to be that kid. This guy had so many toys, but all the toys he had was techie stuffs, because that was what his interest is in.
No,
Okay, hold on.
Hopefully it does not
giving
end up
baby
in
mouse.
contact
Hold on first. Hold on.
No. I'm just trying to tell you that finding the right balance. Me personally, I'll try to look for what my kid is interested in, and then if I'm going to buy any toys for him, it's going to be in that line of what he's interested. But at the same time, I'm going to also make sure that his enjoyment and his his way to kill boredom and everything is not determinant, or his happiness is not determinant on those toys.
So my question
T, before you finish, please don't be angry. See, there's a problem with labeling. See, my princess and I, we used to fight about it. All these, my kid will like this. They have not gotten to that stage.
At all.
honestly, like
they're
just exploring.
All what you're saying now is like babas. And the reason I say that is,
His opinion, it doesn't have
his
to be
opinion,
right.
yeah, it doesn't have to be right. But when you have a kid and you sit down and you like, you look at them, you're like, this kid gonna do this. The next 2 weeks they change.
Not all kids. That's what you don't know.
No, even adults
Not
are
all
changing.
kids.
Like
This is somebody that was like giving birth to like I saw you.
Oh,
As
you
an
can't
introvert.
remove the person
Yeah,
on his
no,
stomach.
no, I'm just saying
This was
like
a baby
from like
introvert. It's
from
like, I'm
infants.
not gonna cry in
So
public.
like we all knew that this is the kind of guy this boy is.
How
going
do
to
you
Okay,
know?
okay,
We all
see,
knew.
but see, look
because
at
he did
it.
not have interest in any other
But see,
thing.
look at the problem here, right?
Maybe he was just a kid that did not want to play with the rest of you.
I'll still come back
This,
to that.
this person is
See,
12
I'll
and can
still.
already do
Oh, it's 12,
software.
Abi.
Some
But if I see
software
older, that's what
programming
I'm talking about. I don't
now.
want
No,
to
like as like now. I was saying when he was growing up.
So now does he still do a lot of techie stuff?
Yes.
And then does he now also have friends outside?
Yes, he does. That's what I'm
But
telling
it
you. That
means-
we need to
it
find
means-
the right
it means that
balance.
worked. But then, like,
But see, you know what they're doing
the
sometimes?
conversation is not
I think they've kind of
with regards
directed
to
his path.
somewhat.
They were priming him.
I think they've
I
directed
think
it. Yeah.
City, of
Because
the
it's not
yeah, they directed
really-
our past. Do you know that?
I mean,
to an extent.
I agree. Yeah.
No,
I
they
mean,
did
I
not.
don't know.
No,
I
to
don't
an
think.
extent.
I don't
They
think
did
so
not.
about me.
There are some
so-
things that you can't
so
walk
hold
up to
up,
your father
hold
and say
up,
you want to do.
I don't
hold
think
up.
my power was directed.
So the thing is this, yeah. The conversation is not about socializing kids. Although the way you discipline them would tend to socialize
It goes
them
towards
in
that
some
part,
way.
yeah.
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 But damn it, how were you disciplined as a kid when you fuck up?
I've not finished my toy, but go ahead.
No, but Kali, see, okay, so
Kali's
last
Toy
year,
Story.
No,
last
finish
year,
your own. Finish your own.
Kali's kid turned one, and it was a good.
The birthday you not invite me.
Trust
to.
me, it was a wonderful birthday experience.
Was it
I
very-
bought a toy car for the baby.
I have a story behind that.
For the past 5 months, I've been seeing that car in the carton.
Can't
in
you not
Kali's
give it to
boot.
the child? Oh my god! What the father?
But you guys don't ask me why.
Why?
Why?
He was complaining about space.
So there's one thing. This young man went to Walmart or somewhere, toy store, and he knows the kind of space that we're living in. They bought me a car that might, I swear, have a parking garage.
In your parlor.
So now my princess is like, where is that? I almost gave the car away. But you know what? Once please say, Kali, don't give this guy away. So of recent, guess what? It's been over a year or something. But
But you moved away from that apartment.
yeah, so they keep asking me, where's the car? Where's the car? Did you give that car away? They say it's somewhere. They'll search everywhere. So finally they found where I kept the car, and it's still in the box and everything. So I'm like, I saw this guy coming to the birthday. Everybody's coming with normal gift. He was carrying a trolley. Why carrying a trolley?
What did you bring?
Wait, have you given it to your daughter now? Is she using the car now or no?
I won't lie
It's
to you.
summer
She
now.
actually love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you pull it, right? And she's just inside. So guess what?
Oh, it's like that. Oh, okay.
So I don't want to pull. So
I want.
So you know when you don't enjoy some things as a
I'd have
kid,
liked a car
all those
like that
things will
too.
not be. You didn't enjoy all those kind of. That's why it's odd to you that you're.
oh God, is he your childhood?
But damn it, how were you disciplined as a kid though?
Yo, so
If this is going to be like a traumatic experience, you don't have to talk about it.
This one I would like at that year.
I was not traumatized as a
Oh,
kid.
this
I
one.
don't know the trauma that you're looking for. But anyway, like my mom was more of the disciplinarian than my dad actually, because my dad was a very quiet person. He didn't talk much, And then he was always the one trying to shield us, from my mom. That my mom was a no nonsense person. You do one thing wrong, boom, you're getting a slap or a beat at the back. But the difference is that the same way she disciplined us, she used to defend us. Just like Kali used to say, you cannot don't discipline my kid. My mom had that ideology. The fact that I beat my kid doesn't mean you can do that to my kid.
But honestly, like let's actually talk about that. Like
Let's break that thing down.
it's okay. So there's this saying: it takes a village to raise a kid. Right now, I know that things have changed. It's no longer like before, But really, do you think parents should be the only one to be able to discipline
Now,
their
the
kid?
thing is, there should be limits to it. Yeah. Take for example, I would not appreciate somebody else hitting my kid.
Why?
No,
I would not.
No, I don't.
Why?
It's not acceptable.
You're just saying no. Why?
Because something can happen. What if you hit him and then something happens to
And
him?
me too. Something happened to that individual. That's
like
not,
is let me be the one to set that standard, because whether you like it or not, you are still physically hurting them.
No, the thing- yeah,
So
I
let
agree.
me
I
be
agree
the
with you.
one to decide when that happens, because it's my
Yeah.
kid. But correction wise, he does something wrong or she does something wrong. I say, oh, don't do this thing, it's wrong. It's
Yeah.
totally acceptable.
quick question.
I agree with
But
you.
the line
I'll be
is
honest. So
No, T, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Quick question. So, if your kid is in my house, would that rule still apply?
yes, you don't touch my kid. Why
Then
do you want,
you're better off telling him, come and carry your child and be going.
why do you want to beat my
Do you know
why
why I
do
said
feel
that?
you need to
Do you know
beat
why I
my
said
kid?
that? Do you know why I said that?
Why?
When you come into my property, I make the rules.
Yes, but you can discipline a child without actually beating them.
Unless
Why do
you
you have
have
to beat them?
Your child have to go then.
Yeah, you tell.
Because if your child come and pour something on my couch, there's a
No,
problem.
there's a way. No, now
Well,
there's a way you can. Now,
Pop am on
let
my
me-
couch.
Let me continue. You asked me. You asked me.
You have to be parboiled,
No,
bro.
you asked
has
me.
to be.
You asked me how I was disciplined growing up. Now, fine, my mom was the one, doing all the beating and all, but I still feared my dad more, for some reason. Because if my dad tells you stand up and go to bed,
Does he have a long hair?
no, but if my dad tells you stand up and go to bed, be rest assured you are going to bed straight. He won't touch you, he won't beat you, yeah. But there's a way he instilled the fear. in us.
Can you prove the example? Like how does it work?
No, but I get what he's saying. But to go back to the previous point,
Yeah.
so I remember this time, I'll be honest, I think I was 12. So my mom was telling me to do something. And then, I just walked away. Trust me. I know that my uncle saw me. The slap this guy gave me
What part of your body?
on my face, bro. And you know what? He has a very big hand. The slap he gave me, honestly, since that moment, I've never ever thought of walking away. I mean,
know,
it
right?
wasn't like I was walking away out of she was telling me to go and do something. I was going to do it, but I
But
did
you're
not
giving
respond.
an attitude, yeah.
Yeah, but that slap,
You set your brain till date.
for real, you understand? So sometimes, in as much as we say, "Oh, I don't want this person touching my kid," because they are.
That person is your family, though.
Yeah,
Like my
that's
sister
your
can beat my
uncle.
kid. That's fine.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
yeah.
that's
My sister
family.
can.
So you
Kali
guys are-
cannot touch my. Kali can't even.
With these hands,
No, Kali. Even if you want to
But
shake my
you know what's
child,
funny? But you know
go
what's
back.
funny? I wouldn't even touch someone's kid. Like most of the kids when we go for events, if I look at them, they start crying.
Kali, look at you now.
see, look exactly. See,
But that's the point.
Kali,
I
you
don't
look at me on
need.
a bad
He
day.
has
I'll
a point.
cry.
That, bro.
Yeah, he has a point. That's better
I
than
don't need
actually
to
laying hands
touch.
on
That
the
most of
child.
the kids
Exactly.
who go to event, I don't touch them.
He knows how to instill
No man,
fear.
if I see you here again,
Did you hear?
if I see you here again,
Bro, even adults are terrified
There will
of
be
him.
problem.
How much more kids?
so you know.
You no.
I don't even think you need to. If I see you here again,
I think people should not be beating up people's kids because again,
Well,
like
fair
I know,
enough.
like let's say a child has epilepsy and you not touch them. That's it. Person will just start
I would like
shaking,
to
but,
touch someone.
I don't think you should
No,
like
but
touch
you-
anybody's.
but you might
child.
not know that.
You
I
will not
will know,
know.
Baba.
No, you know.
know.
No,
I think
no.
every parent should be a snitch. Like if the child is something, to be like, I would so tell your mommy and daddy.
Yeah,
I would tell
exactly.
them.
I told
And
you-
then they start begging you, please.
Depends
Bro,
on the-
and
but it
my
depends
mom
on
will
the
be
parents,
beating
right?
me in the front of the person.
Eh-heh,
That,
yeah,
you
you
did
know,
this,
yeah.
Abi, so that they will know
But I
that,
think-
you don't just let bad behavior slide
From,
under
but
the
from what
carpet.
you're saying about like disciplining them, like say for example, like a child comes here and like they spill milk on the floor, you're like, okay, you go and get the mop and then wipe it.
They will
Like,
not do it.
You tell them do it now, or like you go and stay in a naughty corner, whatever how they tell the kids. Like, but don't like put hands on
We didn't
them.
have naughty corner.
no.
The
no,
naughty
no.
corner, man.
No,
was go and bring belt.
but
The
yeah,
belt
see,
was in the naughty corner.
But
But it's naughty.
But let me tell you,
Naughty what?
that's what I was trying to say. There are levels of crime or levels of
Crime.
It's crime.
offenses,
It's crime.
right? That you will commit, and it will at least there should be a disciplinary action. Let me tell you why. You spill something on my couch.
How?
Like
But
what?
like,
What
no,
if
like,
it's a
like,
mistake?
do you know the thing is like I
Can be
don't
a
spill
mistake
things
too.
on couch.
That
Yeah.
even adult, there'll be a problem. No, because you know why?
Kali, I will
If
come
it's a
to house,
mistake, if it's a mistake, that's fine. I know why I'm saying that because if it's a mistake, that obviously I will just. I'm not going to beat you. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a mistake, you're not going to beat me. Excuse you. You're going to be like, oh, I that lie on the table.
No, now.
And
Bring
I
them.
go to the naughty corner.
Go come on your teeth.
Remember, the reason I said that is if there's a let me use the gas cooker, right? The top is they always have the hot surface. If I keep warning you, oh T, this thing is hot. Tell you the first time, T, this thing is hot.
You're not going to sit down on it.
T, this thing is hot. You sit on it, I can give you a slap.
After being hot.
You know why? There are processes. T, this thing is hot.
But
T,
you
this
see,
thing
the
is hot.
thing is,
We're-
you didn't slap them out of discipline.
We're
You
obvious-
slapped them out of rage.
And anger.
Yes.
And that's where
That's where you need to draw the line.
God, the way the civil society is built now was rage. We had to fight war for you to get our freedom.
Your child is not fighting. Like the child is not fighting.
But
But yo-
honestly, yeah,
But you get what I
with
mean.
regards to how you guys were raised and disciplined as a kid, how do you know it was effective?
I mean, we turned out fine.
Right.
I mean, like,
Right?
No. Hold on.
I think
If
my
it
husband
did turn out fine, if it did not turn out fine, we will not be sitting
No,
here.
but what
I
do
mean,
you,
but some point,
how do you define turn out fine?
Being disciplined.
I mean, we still like our parents. Like, I still talk to both my parents. Like, I like them. I hang out with them.
Yeah.
I think my parents did a really good job with the level of rod that they use in the.
I won't lie. Someone false. Even at this age, still deserve the rod.
Yes.
How?
Yes, some of us
On
do.
I won't lie. That sometimes I need someone to beat me. You know what? Let me tell you why. You know why? As they say, we do some dumb things.
Everyone does.
Some things you just do. Like, for example, let me give you an example of this young man, for example, right? It's not like this dumb. You're driving a red car
Oh my God.
and you wear an orange suit. The
I
cop
deserve game because of that.
cop can mistake you that you escape from jail. So there's some things that if you have someone at home, it will not allow you to leave the house that way. But anyway, that's aside. But you get what I mean? Like, I'm not meaning that you should physically, but it's just someone like Thomas. There is no way on earth Thomas parent, there's no way from 5 he should be getting some cane.
Maybe 4.
You know why? He obviously did because he's showing. Yeah?
He's showing, yeah.
Because just like the example he gave that day that, this thing, he doesn't eat because he doesn't like it because there is some sort of dust. You know that he grew up in a household where if there is dirty, there is a problem. You feel me?
Yes,
you know,
yes.
If things are not arranged, there's going to be an issue. That
Listen,
kind of
with
thing.
regards to the way I was disciplined, and I believe I was speaking about this, in podcast before. Sometimes I believe the discipline was somewhat out of rage instead of out of correction. Don't get me wrong. I was rebellious as a kid. You understand? There were times I stole money. I did, not big money, like not big amount.
Stealing is stealing.
But it
God.
starts
No,
from
no,
there.
it starts from somewhere now.
It starts from somewhere. Like I get that,
You did not start at 20 naira and just stop there. You grew. I know that.
You grew
No,
to
but then
5
you don't get to like.
You grew
I'm
to
going
bundle.
go
There's no
and
way you have
sign
not
a
moved the
check.
bundle.
no,
You have.
I've never moved the
No,
bundle.
that's one thing in life.
I don't know
No,
anything
me, I
about
move it. I
bundle.
move it. But that's why I
if I
stopped.
that
That's
you
why I
have
stopped.
moved the
I've
bundle.
never moved the bundle.
No, there's no way you have not moved the bundle. Let me tell you.
Have you moved the bundle?
No, let me tell you.
Yeah,
No,
have you moved
have
the
you moved the
bundle?
bundle?
You
Why would I
guys-
move a bundle?
Oh, okay. So you see, like honestly, like, but trust me, I've told you. Listen, this is what they used to beat this thing, this cotton thing.
The rod of the cotton.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's not
actually-
very effective.
Listen.
what
No,
happened?
it is.
Yeah, it's not
Are
that
you a
painful.
good-
It's too big. It's too big for the hand to hold.
Yeah,
It
it's not
depends on the
effective.
not
hand
going
now.
to be- it's
It's
not
not
on
on the hand that is holding it.
That's holding it.
You're right. You know it's cow skin to beat
Mine
it.
was belt.
No,
it was
I
always
think- you
belt.
see this
My
one?
father's favorite was belt.
Yes.
You see this cord?
Cord can.
Cord is like cord was my own.
Cord to this. You're comparing iron to wire?
Remember, cord is going to round you, right?
No, cord is going to hurt more than iron.
He's right, though.
Even if your body is strong,
Unless person hits
iron-
your head. That's different.
No,
Look
no,
at,
no.
look
And
at,
the thing
look
is
at
that
the kind
if
of
you
conversation we're
stiffen
having.
your body when the
Threshold of pain. Like, why? We're talking about we're measuring pain that we had. This is trauma. You don't know.
I swear, this trauma that is speaking.
How can
This
we
not
measure- how can we-
say. This not say
No,
wire.
it was a
Wire will
rod.
pay you more than rod.
Guy, do you know that some racists will look at us and be like, you people were abused. You don't know.
Yes, I thought you said.
Yeah, it's our
No,
No,
It's
but I
our
swear,
abuse.
but I swear, I'm done, man.
Yo.
No. But either let them look at us and say, "Wow, abuse." No problem.
I'd
But
be
I
abused.
feel like
We
mine
should be
was
abused.
effective because like
What
my
you
dad
use for
only
you?
wielded the rod. It was mostly belts. Like
Okay.
it was
No.
mostly belts.
Belt
My
is
dad-
belt is
my dad
pedestrian.
was-
Belt will- belt will
not
hurt
when
as
he's
well.
okrika.
Okay, that yaba type.
Like he only wielded the rod when it was necessary. Like I have vivid examples. There was a
Wait, so you mean like actual rod?
No, like we always
Okay,
use
okay,
belts.
okay.
He's always using belts. There was a time where because we used to have these extra lessons after school.
Yeah, I heard that
So
too.
we pay different from our school fee, so he usually gives me the money to pay.
Ah,
So I
this one-
remember.
How will I give you
one
money to
time
pay?
Everybody don't move
I
money
go
for
carry
this
the money,
place.
go buy bicycle. Yeah.
Bicycle.
Don't tell me you BMS.
And his red bicycle.
It's red bicycle.
I go. So I got
No.
home. I got home that day.
No, but wait. How dumb were you, though?
No, I was
I
going
was
to
a
ask
kid.
you.
I was a kid now.
It
Wait,
was
hold
the
on.
parent.
Let me
I would
understand.
beat you for being stupid. I'd be like, you're so stupid.
As in,
Wait,
wait.
hold
Was
on.
it your
Let
bicycle?
me, guys, let me finish. Now.
Was it your money?
So hold on, yeah. I had the habit of like always saving then, yeah. So I thought I could lie on. So When I brought the bicycle home that evening, I parked it. I can't remember how much.
In front, though.
Maybe 3K or so. I don't remember how much the money was, or 2,000. But it was very small money. I just parked.
That was a lot for bike, isn't it?
At that time,
Yeah,
I parked the bicycle outside my. My dad came back from work. You know that he didn't buy any of us bicycle. So who was like, is my bicycle instantly, because it's my father. He knew that it's that money that he gave me.
Wait, and it was the same day.
No, like 3 days after. Like I wanted to pay for.
And you have not yet done one lesson.
You know what? All my friends had bicycles, and I already asked him. He
wanted to feel about.
This is the
And I
problem
just
with too
learned.
much toys.
And I just
too much. This is the problem with too much toys.
Which one is too much? Maybe
Must you
have
have?
plenty.
Must you have?
What you have?
All my hold
Must
on
you
now.
have?
All my friend had
They say
bicycles.
comparison is the thief of joy.
So I wanted to.
That's why you stole your
calm
joy.
down now. Okay. You say your yeah. I'm saying my own now. Yeah, you dey jump.
No, my own is pretty bad.
So I parked it outside and he's like, where did you get money to buy bicycle? I say, I saved money. Like, see, whether you tell me the truth or you lie, I'll still beat you. Yeah? But the tendency of me reducing the amount of cane you reduce, if you tell me the truth, I stood my ground though. I told him that I instantly he took the phone. I didn't know that it was friends with one of my head teachers like that. I don't know. He dialed the guy's number that you need to help him check record that if I paid for lesson money for this month. Instantly I put my hand on my head that I've done today. So that guy told me we should give him 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, the guy called back that he doesn't see any record that I paid for this month. My father told me to I should remove all my clothes down to my pants. I should go and wait in his room. That night, I almost died.
Oh no, they beat me like that.
I saw their school. I was screaming like that. My father wants to kill me. He was screaming.
Nobody's going to save you.
He was screaming back that don't worry, you will not die. I said that this today I'm going to die. After that, he took me to go and buy ice cream.
No, yeah.
Oh, that one is bought
No. Your dad
Yeah,
don't
she
do well
killed his
now.
only son. You're not
Don't do well
serious.
now.
Your dad is medicine after death.
After that, that was like the next evening when he
But
came back.
did you
But
return the
it
bicycle?
was good because
How will you
return
turn the
the
bicycle? Can I return it down?
that day was the first and last time I rode that bicycle because he parked it on. He had
Top of the
this
roof?
big this big wardrobe in his house, so the bicycle was
Huh?
on top of the wardrobe. Yeah.
I know. Hold on. Inside your house, before that, you got the bicycle.
I was always
Did you watch the
I
tire
was seeing
and
the
put it on
bicycle
top?
every day for 4 years. I never rode it.
Hold on. No. Your father is that design.
You know what?
He-
No,
No,
he wanted
Kali,
to punish me. Like,
Kali, do
you
you know
see
what
this
the
bicycle
discipline
in
is?
your
Do you know what
eye,
discipline?
eh?
The discipline is that he sees the bicycle.
But
It's
you
not
will
the
not
flogging.
ride it. See.
It's that he sees it every day and he can't use it. That
See,
was what was
four,
that was the
4 or
word.
5 years after, it was
I think
me
the cane was just
it
'cause
was
you
me
like-
that sold that bicycle to Iron Condemn and to Easy Change. I never rode that bicycle.
guy is
No,
done.
that is the
for
discipline.
my dad changed it.
I love it.
Changed it to that whatever, and then padlocked it and took the. I never rode that bicycle, but since then that was the last time my father would give me money and I would divert it.
But do you see? Do you know
was
why?
crazy.
Every time you look at that bicycle, it's a reminder. I can't
a
divert
reminder
friends.
that I cannot
Because
do that.
That flog that
Exactly.
they flog you, it will go. You will not
No.
feel it again.
They
It
did not
was-
flog him.
It was crazy.
No, they
man.
found the
Were
bottom
you
ice
there?
cream.
He
Were
was-
you
he
there?
was caned.
Somebody said I should move on my clothes.
No, that's not.
Let's
They
see
did not
the
flog
see mark.
because I think if the mark was there,
He might still have in his bum up.
well, it depends. Was the cane soaked in water?
It was belt, guy. It was always belt. My father never used anything.
belt was
other
it
than
soaked?
belt. Because at the same time they want to punish you, but they don't want to. I growing up, I saw people that will be injured. Their parents beat them injured, and they
No,
put pepper
that-
on it.
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
that one.
I always
insane.
heard- I
No,
always
injury
heard
too
that
is
one.
good too.
Bro, it was.
No, with
They
pepper?
did it in my presence. There was this our
pepper?
neighbor.
You don't want to hear my
They-
story,
they
but let's
put
forget that one.
Grounded pepper on the wound. I'm like, you're just
It's
being
good. It's
wicked.
good. But let me tell you something, man. Some of us, you have not seen stubborn.
You know, we're not talking
No,
about
but-
hoodlums here. We're talking
but-
about kids. You're a hoodlum. Don't use your situation to judge our.
No, but the thing is,
Look how you turned out now. You're hiding toys from your children. That's why now.
no. I'm not. But the thing you don't understand is this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned something about people always want to have what other people have. See, in terms of even all those kids thing I'm talking about toy. Because someone have gone to someone's house and like, oh my God, look at toys they have. But see, guess what? I've observed some of those people closely. If I go to their house, their kids don't even use majority of those toys. 80%. It's just toying. It's just for like. So why you do? Kid, mind you, this is not cheap. $100, $150, 200.
Kids are
So why would you? See, there's one that's like entire house. That is like almost 1K, bro. So I buy it, I keep it at home. Oh, my
house
child,
inside the house.
my child can cook. You have like gas, one small gas. You don't work, just one small gas.
Obviously, Kali's not
Kylie, they are
working.
just.
Oh,
just
gas!
for
Stop that! If you
fun
want to cook, you
now.
cook later.
What?
What's wrong with you?
Charlie, you need to see.
But
You need-
really,
no,
like-
let's be honest here. Times are changing. No matter how you see it, yeah, it's not the same way. Fine, you might inculcate some of those discipline and behaviors that but it's hard.
No,
that
hold
you
on,
bring
fine.
up
Hold
your
on.
kid the same way you
Hold on,
were
hold on,
brought
hold
up.
on,
No,
hold on.
but honestly,
See,
yeah, with regards to time is changing. Yeah, are you going to actually apply the road to your children?
T, before you ask that
Or to your
question,
kid.
T, quickly before you ask that question, do you know why I would have agreed with you if I don't live in this community I live in? Bro, that's why I say sometimes when you stay somewhere, you can stay somewhere. There's a saying you can't stay somewhere and watch masquerade. Bro, this is even Canada. It's not like I moved to a village or there is a village. Bro, these people, they are doing very, very extraordinary. That's what they call generational wealth. To shock you, some of them don't even have access to internet after 9. See, there's some things because we just see something from one lens. One lens, I'm like, hold on. I saw someone is flying kite. Have I seen it before here? Do you get what I mean? So, and some of them, that's even the youngest one at 12. He's driving a little horse. He knows some social skills. They know how to talk to people. They know how to relate to people. Some things you don't see anymore. You know, most kids, once they finish school, they just go inside, play game with their friends online. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's dreadful.
But
Anyway, go ahead,
Ada,
T, go ahead.
So, like the question, would you spare the rod?
Sorry, what was the question? I'm so sorry. I
Would you
kind of
spare the
blanked
rod?
for it.
Like, would you
I
spare
would
the
not be
rod?
sparing any rod.
So
No,
you-
I'm not sparing the rod.
Why?
Come on, sit down here. Go ahead.
Why am
No,
I
no,
not
hold on
sparing
now.
the rod?
Yes.
Because again, it's a proverb, right? We can all agree that saying
Yeah.
is a proverb.
Yeah.
In the sense that, like, if someone says, "Oh, the enemy of my enemy is my friend," that doesn't mean person literally my friend. So rod doesn't mean like doesn't mean like physical rod or like cane.
Yeah.
I think it means discipline, and then I don't know that anybody is going to be sparing discipline from their kids'
Do you
life.
think you're going to physically have to, discipline your child?
I think when we get there, I think they can be like right now. I can't think of something a child would do that would physically hit you. I think I'm more because like physical pain did not work for me. Like my parent beat me, my mom beat me stupid. I was just like,
And you still turned out
I mean, it's
crazy.
just like Ken, right? But until my mom brought in new strategies that I was like,
This one is
yeah,
work.
this
Which
one.
challenge you? Which challenge
Blackmail.
you? Which
So
challenge
the
you
one
bring
the
in?
one thing she did to me was so there was this person's birthday party that was so every summer. These people, they are one rich family, and we always go for their birthday party because they have takeaway pack, and I love it. So the party is coming. I've bought my clothes. I've arranged. You know when you press your clothes like far. Yeah, I've washed my shoe. I've even arranged my socks and my pants. Everything. I've arranged it on hanger. So time to go for the birthday. And I told my mommy that it's like as if everybody's wearing pink. I think it was either pink shirt or pink shorts, whatever. She said, okay, let's go to the store and buy one. So I bought my own. So I have my own. Everybody has their own. So my mom is like, yeah, we're going for this party, whatever. And I've done something to her and I'm like, she's going to beat me this night, whatever. I go to bed. My mom doesn't beat me. Cool. The next day, I'm like, okay, she's going to do this, beat me. I think I stole
Respecting the
orange,
game.
something like that. I think I stole orange. She didn't beat me. I said, okay, maybe she has forgotten. The day of the party, she drove to their house. I look at the door and she calls the person's mom and they come out and she said, oh, Ada wants to give you the gift, or she can't stay. And
If
then,
you want mad.
and then I'm inside the car and then I'm looking, I'm like,
What's going on?
like, there's no way I'm not staying for this.
It's
I
not
can see my
possible.
friends. They're like, hi, and my mom drove home. She reached the house, she entered the gate. She said, whenever you're ready, you can come out of the car.
Yeah.
Remember when you stole that orange?
Very,
This is
very
your
similar
punishment.
to the bites. That's why you were pointing
No,
it
no,
out.
that's why. And she was just
Yeah,
like, this.
the
And
same
from
thing.
that day, like, I realized that no matter how much beating this woman gave me, nothing ever hurt me like that day. And then the thing is that she was just like, I had to find what you care about the most and then take it from you. So then you know not to do this. And that's what I'm going to do with my kids. You might not eat something. I'm joking.
Yeah.
That's a lie. You eat.
We
That's
should-
a joke.
we should also try to be careful when we throw the word discipline around.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it creates like a divide between you and your kids. Because when
No,
they
no, my man. I was
when-
inside the car. She
when,
gave me
when,
the
when they
discipline, so
when
you
they,
will not come
when
out.
they feel like, oh, if I tell dad about this thing, if I tell mom, they'll flare up and be angry. I want to listen. They'll flare
I'm
up
not
and,
saying anything now.
because it's not that you're already hissing.
I'm
They'll-
just eating my
they'll
gum.
flare up. I want to be angry. I want to, do these things. You need to also make sure that after beating them, you know this adage in Yoruba that when you beat a child with one hand, you use the other hand to drag him back. Some people don't know how to do that. They beat them and then they let them be on their own, and then they develop all these ideas on their head. You know.
No, you never thought that you adopted. I thought I was adopted.
Yeah, we always think that
bro.
as
I packed my bag.
we knew we were not, but we just wanted to look for something to comfort ourselves.
Yeah, and I packed my bag
So
once.
there was this our neighbor, growing up. When they are, if we're like playing football outside, when their parents are coming back, or maybe they hear their dad's car like this, they don't burn them with inside.
Everybody's inside, yeah?
Yeah. So, but we saw that as weird. That why are people running? In my own case, even if my father was still disciplining us, I would just say, Dad, welcome, and I'll continue playing with the ball that I'm playing. Like he won't tell you, go inside or don't stop, because you're having fun. It's not as if the time that I used to do your assignment is time that I used to play. You know that once it's 7, you're supposed to be inside. So if it's not 7 yet, continue whatever.
In that case, the parents have.
You feel me? But my dad knew where to draw the line between
my parents.
discipline and. So I knew that if anything happened, 7 o'clock I'm not inside, there's going to be a problem. But those people, 2 o'clock, they can't even sit in the living room with their dad and watch TV. The moment he sits down,
bro,
they all pim inside. But we could still do
No, but at times, man, like
There used to be a line.
there needs to be a line.
I'm not agreeing with you.
Hold on, Kali.
Yeah, my own line is
Kali, I have a
too long,
question
Abi.
for him, because I know that that's where you jump on.
Okay,
so
go.
can you be friends with your kids?
That's
Do
all.
you think parents should be friends with your kids?
Hell
Yes,
no.
me and my dad like are literally like friends.
But then that's when
We
you're
talk-
older. That's as you are right now.
No, even right from
not as a
telling
kid.
you, I'm telling
If
you
your
that
dad was your
even
friend,
as
why
a
would he
kid-
beat you and hand your bicycle to stop?
No, hold on, because I know that
dad was
after
not your
that
friend,
was
Jare.
still going to. See, I deserved it.
He was not your friend. He was being a dad.
No, hold on.
Okay, you mean Kali can beat you now? As a friend that you guys are, you and Kali are friends.
So
You
how
want-
was your
maybe
dad?
you want-
How was your dad different?
Because after doing that he knew how to still bring me
That
back.
means he was a dad.
But that wasn't being a dad,
Listen. He was a friend because I could tell him anything. Yeah, I could literally see.
Because
I
he
could
was your dad.
And he trusted me. Like even if
did not trust you.
Hold on now. Why you people? Did you grow up with me?
Anyways, your father
go
is
on,
not
go
my
on.
father.
Did I attack you when you were talking? Hold on. I'm
Right.
saying
It's your
that.
dad.
Take for example now, if they say, "Oh, this boy he stole outside," and you come and tell my dad that, "Oh, my son stole outside. Your son stole outside." My dad will say, "Okay, no problem. Thank you for telling me." He will not act on the fact that you told him that, "Oh, I stole outside." Yeah, he's going to come and sit down. Yeah, this person.
sit
Listen
down.
now. Yeah, sit down. This person and this person said you did this. Did you do it? Yeah. And he knows that because of how he trained me, I would always tell him the truth. So if I would always
Right
tell him the
after
truth.
you lied.
If no, I stole. I did
About
not
less
lie
money.
now.
No, but go
And
ahead.
he says no, and I tell him no. Yeah. At that point, no other opinion counts. He will tell you that he did not do it. Because
hold on.
why?
So if someone comes and says, "Oh, damn, he stole," and then he asks you, and then you say, "Oh, I did not steal."
Yes, because if I did not steal, I'll tell him that I did not steal. If I really stole it, I'll tell him that I stole it. Because I know that.
That doesn't track though.
Yeah, it does. He does not track.
Why
One,
doesn't
it doesn't track
Why
too,
doesn't
like,
it track?
before you are
Because
said-
it is trust. I'm trying to tell you that he has built that trust right from young. That I know that no matter how bad it is, I can't lie to my dad. I must tell him the truth. Because no matter how good or bad the situation is, it's the only one that can bring me
So
out.
how
of
is
it.
he going to reconcile? Like, okay, this person said you stole, and then
Because he's going to now pick up the facts that the person told him, and try to find out like what really happened along the line. I don't want to give vivid examples of what something has happened before that somebody actually accused me wrongly, of doing something that I did not do. And my dad sat me down and asked me, if you did this thing, you don't have the only one that can defend you, obviously. And I'm like, yes, but really, I did not do this.
But then
And
that- okay.
It turned out that those people were actually lying, and I did not do it. Now, it's a case of building. My dad has always been my friend, and he will always be my friend. If anything happens today, good or bad, he's the first person I'll tell. Because
Sorry.
why we are. Some people don't have that kind of relationship with
Can
their
I
fathers.
add something to that?
yeah,
All you're saying, you're giving an example of someone I would call a really, really good dad. Okay, your dad is not like he doesn't want to hear about this girl you just picked up in the bar.
He does. I'm
listen.
telling you. Because you don't know. You don't know.
Your dad wants to
if
hear about the girl you picked up in the
That's why
bar.
I'm telling you that me and my dad talk like as if we're brothers. I'm his only son, for God's sake, and we're very, very close.
That means maybe your dad really just needs a friend. Then.
No,
like,
no,
does your dad dad have
Me and my
friends?
dad are. You see, he will not ask you, yeah. But if you, I tell you, he's very quiet. He doesn't really talk much. So he has a very.
So
good
that means
listening
you're
ear.
just divulging all this information to your dad. He might not even
Yes,
want it.
he doesn't. No, even if he doesn't want to hear
Man,
it, but
like
because
I'll be
he's my
honest,
friend,
yeah,
he will
there's
do.
some things even right now. There's some things I cannot tell my dad.
Obviously, there is a line, yeah. But I'm
There's-
trying to tell you
there's
that
some
the
things I
line
cannot do. There's some
some
things-
people have is different from the line that I
some
have.
people drink in front of your dad.
No, I
I'm
can't do
27.
that.
I
I'm
can't
not
drink in
mad.
front of my dad. Like,
Really?
I can never
No.
try that.
I think I can even do
My dad
kush
doesn't.
in front of my
Eh?
dad.
You can do what?
Kush. I can do kush from my dad.
No,
Ah.
that's the
Okay, so
die
no.
at this age.
I can't.
You still slap me.
No, at this age, I
But
mean,
really,
I
like-
can do it like with like a little bit of distance.
I can't even keep alcohol
No, I can't.
in my surroundings
I can't.
where he is
I
now.
think the
can't
one,
do
the one,
that.
one time my dad yelled at me, I told him, I'm going to get married. And then I'm somebody else's problem. I was like, he's literally going to take me away. Like, you can't touch me. My father was just looking at me, say her. I mean, anyway, at this point, I and my dad were kind of in like, Ada, you've grown wings or you can now fly. Because I just do things.
You
and
see
he's
the
just
difference
like,
in relationship. You see why I said that it's case by case basis now. No matter with how close me and my father, they don't bum where to drink it. I can't put alcohol in
Yeah,
my
I
water.
can-
I
But
honestly,
she
I
can.
honestly can't.
my dad gives me
feel-
alcohol. He's like,
As
okay.
a kid,
take-
though.
No, as an adult. Like, he goes out, he buys Baileys. He's like, are you going to have? and he just,
Baileys.
like, he gives me alcohol. He buys
But
palm wine. He
still,
gives me
my
alcohol.
dad will never do that.
Like I
So-
went home last in 2019. I went home with JD and we gone together. And my dad. And we
Big up
just
to you guys though.
Big
and we're
up
just
to you
sitting
too
and we're
that I
chatting.
do- Kali,
But then the
no,
thing is that I'm
I
not
don't
talking
think
about
so.
sex with my dad. Though. I think like I cannot. That part I would.
Talking
probably-
about sex with your dad.
I'm not going.
Do you know that most of us they didn't really give us sex education growing up?
No, my dad did.
Okay, I don't need to have.
My father's like, when
my
I was
dad
going to
did.
school,
Can
my
I
dad-
say,
did.
I
my
know
dad be
exactly
like,
what
if you-
I'm doing.
As you are going to school now, if you like, go and play your play. He's talking about sex, so go and play your play. You was like, what is your play? And as at that time, I'll not lie, even I was already active. So I knew, yes, I was already active. Yes, now 1920. In a Nigerian society.
a year or what?
1920. I was.
He's
No,
talking about year
19-year-old,
19 years,
20-year-old.
20
Yeah,
years.
19 years.
I thought it was like that.
19-year-old, 20-year-old. I was just kind of
So
figuring
like,
it out.
you
So,
go and play
wasn't there.
your play. If you result something you don't want, you're on your own, you know. But I expect them to, give me the in toto at that age. But you did not see anything.
That's why he's not your friend. Now, your dad.
Mine came very, very early, like 15.
Wow.
Early.
Your dad must think you're a rascal.
No, early.
That's
early,
why
because
he
he
turned
don't
out
take
like
chances.
this now. If you had learned about sex
He
since
don't
15.
take chances. But then, like, I've heard people, say they don't want to have kids, especially like in recent
That's
times.
just selfishness.
So
I'm
many
kidding.
people say they
JK.
don't want to have kids.
Okay.
Like, and
If
then
you have it.
Nah,
I'm
I'm
unable
gonna
to-
be
Man
alright.
took it
I'm
back.
unable to rationalize
No,
that.
it is
thought.
selfish.
Honestly, I can't wrap my head around it.
I cannot. It just sounds very selfish to me.
Selfish, like, in what regard?
Like if your parents didn't want to have kids, then
How would you have
how would you
existed?
be here?
Give somebody a chance to actually,
But you know what would happen?
I mean, I don't know, man. I guess to each their own. But
This is what society have done. See, they've made it look like a burden.
it's not. It's
Yeah,
such a
honestly,
beautiful thing.
honestly.
people prefer having pets than having kids these days and call pets their
Even
children.
pets is also a burden, but it's not big. Like you can leave the burden and go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
can't.
get-
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not, is it allowed?
No, you
No,
can leave
like,
your pet
for-
at home
for
and go to
some-
work.
For some, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, and go to work for 8 hours, come back. That's fine. But you can't leave your
You
kid.
take your pet to work. It's true now. But you can't leave your kid.
They can't
an
leave your kid,
infant
right?
at home alone
So they
for
make
8
they
hours.
build all those.
I didn't know you could leave your pet at home, but okay.
Oh, you can. They even have I have a friend. He has this software, right? And it's actually cool though. So once it's like 1 p.m., he calls the dog. They do like a video call. Dog will come to the place and they push the treat and the treat comes out. It's actually cool.
Yeah, I've heard about something
It's
like that.
actually
Very
it's actually
similar.
cool. It made me actually want to have a dog because you know when a dog will just come to the camera, it's not saying anything. Anything like
Just
this.
press this in the
You
treat.
press the treat,
You know
the treat
when
will
to
come
eat.
out and just eat.
And if the pet is used to the routine, you
I can
always
apply
know
that kind
what
of behavior to use too. Let's say I live it with you, right?
I can't live with you, first of all.
I can press the treat, just small gala or something.
Idioted gala.
And it's not the full one. It's Ghana mini.
I said,
So I'll have the gala when it's
I
coming.
said gala, no,
I'll
I
have
don't even- I
I'll
miss
have
that
a
thing,
I'll have a razor
I
that
miss
cut the
gala,
gala
oh.
into two. So it comes and without meat. So it can come out just the floor, I don't know. Then I have
That's what like I said.
then I have another small like I said. But
No, like I said, it's too much.
I mean, how small? No.
Bobo.
guy. I said,
So I'll have a little
No,
bit
I
of
think you're going far. Nutri-C.
Bobo.
He will pour Nutri-C.
No,
Such a side down.
he's Eve. He's not a lady.
so what I'll do is I'll take the virgin milk and pour a little bit of water to dilute it.
Kali,
I will just,
did
then
you
I'll
suffer
drop,
growing
I will
up?
drop it as.
You like pour water in Bijumi. Oh my.
I'm done. But honestly, like,
But you know that's like that's what the society have built in. They built. No, I won't lie to you. Tea, first of all, it's not cheap.
to raise a kid.
So that's why you see all these people, right? There are many people between 2015 and now that the ideology about getting married and also having kids have changed.
What's the main
And I'll
reason
tell
why
you,
it's
it has gone all the way to the south that you don't even want to. Before they were in the middle.
What would be the main reason? Like, what are the
Okay,
determinants for that?
most of them, maybe they go to friend's house or colleague's house and they see how the other one is like, oh, I'm just depressed. The kid can't
It's a
can't let me
lot.
rest.
Yeah, it's
so
a lot, yeah.
they see the burden.
Yeah,
like,
they get
they're like,
discouraged.
I mean, I think it still comes down to it being a selfish reason.
Oh, of course,
like you're seeing
Yeah,
someone,
of
like
course.
you're like, okay,
It
just,
happened to you too, right? Somebody had to take that sacrifice to,
Yeah.
make you be where you are today. But it brings me to one question now, yeah, because most of
Let
the
her
time,
finish first.
not all kids are planned, yeah. If something happens now yeah, and you have something happen, and you have
Your
an
own was
unplanned
it
kid,
planned?
would you let the kid come?
Yes.
Why won't you let the kid come? I don't understand.
You know what I mean? I don't just want to use the
Yes.
word, but if something happens now and then,
Yeah, we has to.
somebody
if something
has-
happened, if that thing happened now, I
Yeah.
would, I would have the kid.
Yes.
would you have the kid?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, the
No,
kid is
wait,
here
wait,
now.
now
you
you
have-
you answer one by one.
Honestly,
Why?
like, I'm against killing kids.
Okay.
I put it like that. Not abortion or anything, but like that's really what it
He's
is.
against murder.
Yep.
Yeah,
So you raise the unplanned kid like that, even
Yes.
if you're not ready.
it's probably
What-
going
what-
to be more difficult.
What
but
about
yeah.
you? Why do you think you keep the kid?
It's not a thought. Like,
You know, okay. Why do you know you keep? Well, why would you keep the
Why
kid?
would you? More like
why
that.
wouldn't I? I don't understand it. Like, why wouldn't I? I don't
People have
understand
different
it.
reasons for not wanting to keep, and people have different reasons for wanting to keep a kid.
I understand what you're asking, but like, I don't have an answer for why I would do. It's like, say for example, like, why would
In
you?
my,
It's
in my,
like,
in my own
I just
opinion,
have to
yeah,
eat.
it's like, what do you really have to lose by keeping the kid? Sooner or later, you see,
you
to
have
raise
a lot
kid.
to lose by keeping the
No.
kid.
What
You have
do
your whole
what do you
life.
have to lose by not keeping the kid?
Yeah, that's what you want to
That's
ask.
what you want to say. Is that what
Yeah,
you want to say?
yeah. What do you have to lose by
English
not
is not your
keeping
thing,
the kid?
but no problem.
Okay, I mean that would then become like a personal, like people's personal situation by what they have to lose by not keeping the kid. But I mean for me, I think
Yeah,
it's just,
I've always been,
I
I've
would
always
keep the kid.
thought
You have
like
to find
like,
people that would not
what's the
keep
point?
it to
Because
ask them.
I feel like if you dial your phone now and call your parents that, oh, this so thing happened, I don't think they will encourage you and say, oh, get rid. You feel me?
No, I don't think they
advise
No,
you to
they'll
say,
not do
okay,
that now.
They'll probably be mad. Yeah.
There's a
They-
face for
they
that.
will be
Yeah.
mad.
They will because it's
Depending
outside
if depending
wedlock,
on your
obviously,
age,
yeah.
if you're a girl and you're like 30, they'll be like, you
Thank
know, we
God.
should still thank God.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you grew up in like a very religious home, I mean, they'll be
Yeah.
mad the fact that because they wanted
out
it
of
to be
wedlock.
done the
I mean, all these
normal
parents,
way,
I think they know
marry
that
and
we're
but
smashing,
at the
though.
same time they have no,
Of course
they
they
have
do.
to accept and and say okay.
Even
But I
No, but you know what? You know the thing is, I won't lie. Yeah. The unplanned one, there's a stigma attached to it, right? So
for being male or the female or both of them.
it depends on the side.
Me, because I'm looking for I don't see any stigma. What stigma? My kid is my kid. Without I know what I was doing
Okay,
when
you
I was
don't-
doing it.
well-
I'm talking about because if you say the female side now, I understand, yeah. But if I come to you guys now that
No,
I'm expecting
no.
a child,
No, no,
would
no,
you
no,
guys
no.
feel some type of
No,
way?
we'll tell you the truth now.
No, so I understand what you're saying because he has like we've spoken about something like this
okay.
before in
Yeah.
the past.
But
Yeah.
when you say stigma,
Let me
it's a
tell you
really
why.
big
Let me
word.
tell you why.
Feel me?
No, it's a big word, yeah, and you have to understand it. You have to understand it. Our community has been known for that kind of trajectory. Guy,
Yeah,
look
like
at these
single
people, man.
motherhood, yeah.
We have been known for that single motherhood out of
wait,
wedlock.
so what community is this? Like, what do you mean by our
God.
So
community?
he's been as black community.
As a black
Okay, I'm
community.
not in that community.
Wait,
Okay,
wait,
yes, you're not in that community, no problem. You're in that community, you're Mexican community, no problem.
because-
Good luck in Mexican.
because of small cream.
No, living anywhere. Yeah, in the
That
Mexican
small
community.
cream that you use.
Are you crazy? This is color my skin.
No.
I'm in the African community.
Yeah,
I'm
no
in the Nigerian
problem.
community.
By the time they're giving us repatriation money, you will not collect any
No,
money.
they're giving the money in the US. So.
So you won't take any money. But the thing is, we're known for that already. Do you know that? I'll shock you. There are people who have asked me, hey man, you married to her?
Wow,
You know why?
Are you serious?
It's just that is what
the standard.
is the standard.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're like, do you want to carry on that stuff? Because everything that happens, one person, one individual is always carrying on that And you know why? Because our community don't frown against that. I'll give example. The community I live in now, right?
No,
Those
don't
guys-
say our community. Say this community, yeah.
Oh, this
you're
community.
saying-
Sorry.
Yeah.
This community. But guess what? The community I live in now, those guys, they are really against that. So sometimes they encourage even the boyfriend and the girlfriend. They have to meet and have to be seeing them.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to hear the story because very small community. So they're against all those kind of things you're doing now.
What are you doing? Better watch your next words carefully. What are you doing? If I nod you.
But really, like, see, the way we got here was me asking, with regards
All those
to-
kind of things
with
you're
regards
doing.
to
But
kids.
anyway,
So
go
weird.
ahead.
I
Regards to
don't
kids,
think we'll
yeah.
ever get to talk. They will talk about like all this thing you're doing. No.
Yeah.
What is wrong with two
So,
of you?
like, the question I ask people who don't want kids is, so when you get old, who's going to take care of you?
Yeah,
You
they say the
think they want to
government
get
now.
old?
Who do you give all your achievements?
No, hold
to?
on.
Who do you
No,
give
no,
it for?
no, hold
First
on.
of all, do they have
The government,
achievement?
yeah? The government. But then, there's actually like okay, number one, there's a population collapse in Japan. Like,
Oh, yeah,
currently.
yes,
Like
yes,
the
yes.
amount of Japan and China, the amount of old people is actually more than the amount
Yeah,
of young
young
people.
people, yeah.
Right now, because of that useless law that they put, that
One child per family.
one child per family.
That was not a bad law.
At that time, but
Yeah,
right now,
but now,
but right now
that's
they are
affecting
regretting
them,
it though.
Yeah.
All they need to do is to open their borders.
I don't know.
If they open it, people they're going to leave.
What do you mean?
If they
No.
open their borders, I
They
think
can
more
just they
would
just
leave
need to
than come in.
adopt the
No,
Canadian
people need to
model
come.
of
Yeah, open the
attracting
border.
high quality
Yeah, that's what I'm
immigrants.
saying.
That's what you do.
Open the border because mind you,
China.
I don't know that people. I don't know.
I don't know
See-
what's going to China though.
what? Eh?
Stop it.
No, the problem with him is he's watching too much news.
No,
As
it's
in,
not.
eh,
It's
China
not about
is
too
a
much news.
developed
It's a
country.
developed
How do you
country.
know?
No, listen.
It has a
Listen.
language barrier too. though.
It's not.
Oh,
just
I
even
forgot language.
barrier.
Jamming, does
I'm
it have
talking-
language
I'm
barrier?
talking about like the persecution of people there.
Oh yeah, human rights. Okay.
Okay, behave yourself so they don't persecute you now. There's nothing bad about it.
It can happen to anybody.
Actually, yeah.
No,
yeah.
but if you could, I have people there. Just behave yourself. Do what the right thing. See, when you come to a
You need to
land,
follow the laws of
when
the
you
land.
come to a
yeah.
land, if they say around 7, don't wear short sneaker, you don't wear shorts. It's that simple.
Well, I agree with that. I don't think China is a great destination for migration for most people. I don't think it's even in top 10.
Let me tell you, the developing world right now, if you open China's border now, I bet you
People will flood in.
they will not come to Canada.
I doubt that.
I doubt that. I
You
feel
doubt
like-
that?
I
If
feel
you
like
open Canada the same capacity you open China,
God.
which one would they pick? I think they would pick Canada.
I think they will pick
Yeah.
Canada, bro.
No
Canada
way.
favors a lot of young people more.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't know
doubting they will
about
not pick.
Well, with regards to industry and stuff, sure. But then, like, the point I was trying to make is, so first of all, Elon has pointed this, out in several interviews. Like, people are no longer betting as much. So, as opposed to the loud, there's population, what's it called? There's overpopulation. There's actually underpopulation.
Going
Like,
on. Yeah.
like people are not betting as much. You have older citizens, and then now the workforce is shrinking. It's shrinking. So people that want to turn that entire, their old age and so when I hit 60, I want the government to take care of me. Like really, you want the government to take care of you as like you actually want to be checked into
A home.
a home care
Yeah, but the system exists.
instead of you to be surrounded
works.
by
And
your
it works.
children.
Yeah, it works, but
But keep in mind,
As
we need to have those people in society
Which people?
that don't want to have kids.
Why?
See, you have to understand something, man. You need those people. Because, imagine if they had kids. Because
Okay.
society made them to have kids.
Then their kids will not come and interact
See,
with our own
so
kids.
you can imagine maybe there will be a neglection. There might be something might happen, So
I feel like
yeah.
it's-
So
all
if-
this is opinion based. Yeah, we can't have anything against people that don't want to have.
that's what I'm saying. If they
I don't
want
have
to-
anything against them. I
No,
just think
but
it's
no,
selfish.
no. So that's usually where the problem stems from, because you say, we can't have we can't speak against these people because that's what they want to do. But at the end of the day, their choices affect us because the money that we could have used to do something else for society
It's going to old age security.
is going to old age
But
infrastructure.
that old age infrastructure too is also creating jobs. I hope you know that.
I mean, I think we'd rather just have
Well, it's
jobs
it's
that
a
are
good
created for
point.
young
Is
people.
it not creating jobs?
Really?
It's creating jobs.
Oh, you have a point, sir.
Yeah.
Ada just
But
made
the,
a very
the,
valid
the,
point.
the the percentage is not the same. Like if you
Yeah, there needs
do
to be a
you do
balance.
you really want to create more jobs like people that are going to be like taking care of like the homes, cleaning and whatever, or do you want to create more value added jobs for like the people
Economy.
that are going and that would add to the economy?
Good
Those
point,
homes
actually.
do not. I mean, I guess maybe they add to the economy. in
Those
some
ones
way,
are a
but I
lot of
can't-
money too.
I can't
You
really
know they
think of
pay
how
rent,
they
right?
do.
It's not free though.
Or yeah, I know.
No, the
But
ones
then
that
it's
Some
they
of
not
pay.
them
private
pay with their
ones,
pension,
so-
you know, and
No,
stuff
it's not
like
free,
that.
oh.
It's not free. Some of the most of them.
No.
Yeah, but then like it's like they are private institutions, so those ones are like probably
Yeah.
rich people will take their parents if they don't. I mean, they
Yeah,
don't
But
I-
mind you,
I-
even people that have kids take their
Honestly.
parents.
I can never. I don't think
yeah.
I'll ever. I
Is this
don't
thing in
think I've
Nigeria?
ever checked my.
does
Yeah, of
exist
course.
in
Now,
Nigeria.
old people. Of course. Stop it now. Obviously.
No.
It's just. It's only just.
My brother, please,
accessible.
let's stop saying this. Let's stop. There's some things. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but here's the thing. We make some mistakes. See, me and T always say this. So most of you that don't understand, they have the rich class in Nigeria and they have the other class. Those people that live in the island, when they have something, they assume that is Nigeria. No. That's a small size of population. That's this. This
Bro,
is Nigeria.
I'm
Very,
saying
very,
that. I'm
very,
saying
very
that. He
small.
said,
Very
"Do we
small.
have?" That's what he
No,
said.
no,
But
relax.
it's
No, but
Relax.
the island is in Nigeria though.
No.
But then I think you can be more specific and say yes, it's in the island.
Yeah.
It's in Ireland, yes. Nobody's
or
doubting
their
that.
It could be in
retirement
Abuja
homes-
herself.
There are retirement
Okay, there's
homes
no
on the
retirement home in
mainland
Yadabaja.
too. There's retirement homes in Ikeja. There are retirement homes in Abulegba. I know what I'm saying.
Oga.
How is
Because
that
I
going to
have
work?
a cousin that is a nurse that has been working in retirement homes.
Are you
yes,
serious?
yes, there's retirement homes, but like I said, the way the system is built here,
It's
it doesn't
private
work for
anyway.
people that don't have
Money.
enough money to actually here. Even if you don't have money,
No,
you
but
can
wait,
still.
Would that be a mad business?
Why would I
Some people do that.
That's
Yeah,
a very good business.
I
Actually.
honestly cannot phantom
Which business?
checking my parents.
Retirement
taking my
home.
parents into a
Do you know why?
retirement home.
If people are sending their kids abroad, there's nobody who's going to watch your parents. I think retirement home is a good dummy. Run it.
Nah. I feel like growing old. Yeah, if my father has gotten to that
What will you do? You bring him to
Stage.
Canada on visa.
Yes, he will stay with me.
Yes.
He's
On
my
visa.
dad.
Yes.
He's going to stay
So
with
then
me.
he'll, bring visa, then go back home, then come back
See,
again.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
easy
get
for
to a
them now.
point, he won't even have to do anything. Like, the only thing he will do is things that he loves to do or he wants to
But
do.
does your dad want to be here though when he's old?
Oh, they want to be
That's
here.
the question
now.
for
That's
that.
another question. That's the
But then
question
what-
for
what-
that
Nobody
time.
he would want to be around his grandkids. I mean.
Obviously.
No, you want
I don't
to.
know that my father wants to be here in the winter.
I feel like my father
You
would
have to
Maybe,
ship the-
maybe.
the-
No, I won't lie. Our parents sometimes depend on their
I
vocation
mean, all
or
your
trade.
friends,
Yeah.
all your everything.
Because-
like, it's just,
and it depends on the kind of parents you have.
Because-
too.
because
and
he-
I feel like in old age, yeah, my father wants to be around his kids and his grandkids.
No, but
so
comparing
anywhere I
that-
am, my father won't mind. He can be
Compare
with me.
that to checking them into
Nah,
A home.
never. I will never do that. Never.
You know one thing I learn about the
Bear
word
in my
never
mood, I might.
with immigrants. After 3 years, I'll ask them again.
I think I can.
I don't think.
Because
I
you know
want
why?
to check now.
There are many people that have said, "Oh, I won't do this thing." After some time, when they've hammered that ideology into their head, they just buy into it.
Yeah, but you
I
also,
don't think
you
I'm
see-
going
you
to
also
check
need-
them, but they're not living with
You also
me.
need to look at the parents. You parents
I'm not
side of
checking my
it.
parents, but they are not living with me.
Or more.
The bad things they are doing, they're making them
No,
not to
like
live
my
with
parents
you.
are deaf. Like what? There's 5 siblings. Pick a child.
Well, not
me.
you.
No, they won't pick you obviously because they know the consequences of like
No,
someone
I
that's
mean, I
smoking
think
cash.
most, like-
I be kush. I be what
Yeah,
is smoking.
I feel like in my own
Your father will
situation,
come back
it's either
now,
my
the guy will
father
be high.
grows up in his, as I say grows up, like grows old or older in the house where he built, and then have his, so maybe someone taking care of him as usual, or have his grandkids coming over, or is in any vicinity where I am, where he can always, have access
Yeah.
to my kids. And
I think that's a better option. Not inside my own
yeah,
house.
it might not definitely,
Let's get them a
necessarily
condo,
be the
please.
same house, yeah, but I want
But
him
listen,
to
No, if you
spend,
get them a
I
condo,
want
what's
him
the
to
point of
spend
them
his
coming?
last
I'll be honest,
years
like-
They're close
around
by
me.
now.
So
I want
my-
him to spend his last years
So
around
my
me.
grandma died sometime last year.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So she died in November.
You don't even do any celebration of life or anything like that.
It's funny how like there's actually like a weird story around that.
You're about to cry.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So my ex's
This one cry.
So my ex's grandma and my grandma died on the same day. Like
Yeah,
literally
you guys
like
are meant
hours
to be.
apart.
God, are you trying to tell them something? You need
Like,
to go and
literally-
beg out.
No, like so
No,
like
no.
so like
They both did-
so like
two
we
grandma
woke up.
died.
So like we woke up. She went to the bathroom, and then her phone was just going off. So her mom sent her a message and said, "Oh, grandma passed away."
Yeah.
And then when she came back, so I just held her. That I also
Should have to
because
cry, yeah.
because like she had been skeptical about the grandma had been in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
So like I just
I
held
was
her.
headed.
What are you
I just
telling her?
I was like, yo, like grandma passed. And then she was like, are you serious? So she got her phone and she called her mom. And then, trust me, there's a way people deal with trauma. I'm not going to talk about what happened after. But,
Well, lad.
but she went home, and then after like 1 hour, I'm working, and then my mom calls me, and then she's like, "Oh, that something's happening to my grandma." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Oh, that she's."
This is not funny. I don't
Something's happening. And then after like another 1 hour, so they called the priest to pray for her and stuff like that. Like after like 1 hour, then she died and all. But the reason why I raised that point is so they buried her in like they did the funeral in April. Trust me, the people, in fact, the amount of grandchildren that came from her alone, you understand, were up to like 30 or thereabout. Like a lot of kids.
That's crazy.
A lot of kids.
You used to recreate in your family.
So, like looking at that
So
and then looking at our family and stuff like that, then you begin to ask yourself, 30 wonderful human beings coming from this woman.
If you
so,
go, how many people will be at your own?
literally,
Who's going to come and eulogize you?
who's going to come and clean the, what's it called?
body.
Like the grave, the grave thing. So, like, I don't think people think about all those
But
other
people don't care
aspects.
because see,
Yeah, you don't mind all these things. Some people
But
don't even mind dying
see,
alone. I hope you know that. Some
see,
people go actually and remove their womb. Do you know that? They go to the hospital and just
Okay,
remove
that's
it.
just
no,
you
he's
just
right.
skipped
He's
a
right.
lot of
I've seen
steps.
those ones.
Like
That's
you just
extreme,
went
bro.
boom, boom,
No,
boom.
no. He's right. He's not extreme. He's right. He's right.
No,
yeah.
he's right, but it's
very
extreme.
common. It's not.
It's very common.
extreme
He's
and
right.
It's
He's
very
very
common.
right. Yeah, I've seen
They
those
go
ones.
out and they take out their womb.
Because they want to just continue with a lifestyle.
And they
that
don't mind
believe that
dying
that
alone, they don't
lifestyle
care.
doesn't have an end.
I feel like still.
You get what I
to each
mean?
his own. I will never judge
can't-
anybody that says, "Oh, you don't want to have kids." To each your own. But what we need to be careful of, we need to make sure that the percentage of people that don't want to,
How are we going to? We should start.
No, but
tracking
it's actually
people's-
increasing though. It's increasing because if you compare like the stats,
Well,
we
I
had
gotta
in the
look
80s
at-
and the 70s compared to
Do you
what
know
we
what's
have right
funny?
now, like,
We have before we moved from having just a particular eye for dogs. Now we're going to 2 eyes.
what in my 2 eye?
But
Like
do you
in
consider
the
some people
shopping
consider
store,
animals?
in the
Some
store, we
people
had just
some
one
people
eye.
consider like
Now we're
pets,
almost going to
pets
2.
as kids. Do you think pets are kids?
I always hear all those
Pets
things.
No,
are
don't say that thing.
Mom,
Don't
dad.
say it again.
I be dad.
That's
sorry.
one of the
Sorry,
biggest.
I'm a dog
That's
mom.
one of
I'm
the-
a cat mom.
No, it's bro. Where we are, you can't see.
No.
Animal
What do you mean?
rights.
I've said it.
What
I've
do you
said it. I've said it many times to people. I said the word. Never you compare a creation that can think, reason, put things together with an animal. That's
would you
they're not
even
the
do
same. So whenever someone says,
They call themselves mom,
I'm a
dad.
dad
They
mom.
say,
No, that's wrong.
dog mom, dad. You say, oh,
Anyway,
you want
you
your
put-
mommy,
it
It
you want
just
your
feels like
daddy.
they're missing
Yeah.
something in their life and they're trying to fill it
No,
with this other
you
thing.
cannot compare
like-
both of them. No.
But
Like-
it's common here. People.
No,
people
it is.
actually
It's
compare
common that they are
animals to-
missing
I've
something
told
in their
someone that,
lives.
but let me tell you where you know that this thing is different.
What?
If you walk into the theater room when they're about to deliver a baby, bro, you respect women.
I can't wait to have that feeling.
Do you know what?
I want to see it. No, I want to
I saw that
thing.
thing. You'll be cold, man.
First of all, that be my faint.
Even for a big man like you, have you ever even cried?
No, but
Guy.
you've told me some stories
I did some
about
savage things, man.
because
Those things.
because this guy is a fool. This guy is a fool. Can you do some things and then I'm just sure that your wife would have looked at you like, what kind of human
that's
being?
sad.
Yeah, if you didn't marry,
What's-
I
what's
wonder
her-
who would have.
what's
who
the
would have
doctor
married
is it
you, Kali, if you
OBGYN?
did not
Like
marry
many
you?
girls.
I'm
Oh,
not
gyno?
sure.
Say many girls.
Kali,
Kali, the doctor, was he a man or a woman? Is he?
No, they were.
was it
Maybe we'll
team,
talk
yeah?
about the behind the scene. There were a bunch of them.
Okay.
Yeah. It was crazy.
But
Was it just you or was her mom there or
how's
something
How's the
No,
feeling
mom
like?
was
How's
not
the feeling like?
No, the thing is, you will not see some things like. Some things you think, oh, this thing is just easy. It was different. It was, you cannot give birth now unless you want to try.
But when you
How?
glad you were there,
I was glad I was there. You know why? It changed my perspective on many things.
with regards to
There's some
women,
things you
or
can't
with regards to
convince me
kids?
again. Some things, if you like,
Perspective
say,
with regards to what?
with regards to kids,
Child
I
birth.
think he even reinforced that, man, this is something that technology can never reproduce.
There is.
No, you don't get what I mean.
Trying to-
This
Cannot replace you.
they cannot replace or cannot react. If see, in the next 35 years, that's one thing that can never change.
Which is?
like the
child
act.
That
birth
childbirth.
process.
Okay.
Actual of that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, there's still ways people do the whole.
But nothing can ever replace that whole.
There's no obviously there are other ways technology you can still give birth with the whole. I've forgotten what they call it when you can store your spermatozoa and all those kind of things. Those ones are different, but it will definitely change your worldview about many things.
Yeah.
And that's why you appreciate God, If you like, say you don't believe, that was your point. I hate arguing with people about all those things again. Because that's one thing with me. Anytime someone tells me you don't believe in God, I just say, Baba, one day you will.
Yeah, no, so some people are just lost.
No, they don't. I just
No, but I don't know why you're pointing to me.
no, because
I
me,
believe in
I know
God,
you
bro.
believe
no,
in
because
So
me,
that's your problem.
because me
There's
personally,
them between not going to church and believing
I'm
in God.
backsliding, you say you think falling that you are on a cliff like this that you're going.
because me,
Everyone is on a cliff with religion.
no,
anyways, and faith.
because me, that's exactly what this country, that's what the Western world have done to you. Because why? You come to a place where the mother is light, man. There is road. You know right now, if you want to get something from Amazon, I can bet you by tomorrow morning 7, someone can deliver
You'll
it.
bring it if you
So there's
expedite
that
it,
instant, everything you want.
Is that your
So you start to ask yourself, what do you need an external force for?
Force for, exactly.
Do you get what I mean? But sometimes when you sit down, when you walk into that theater, for example, you're like, man, Kali, you cannot do this thing by yourself.
No, you can try.
I remember James keeps bragging that he was born at home. And then he loved rubbing it on my face.
Do you know that I was actually born in a car? That's the funny part. Yeah.
He explains a lot.
Okay.
I was actually born in a car.
Okay, that's why.
So that when he said he
Hold
was
on,
born
hold on.
at home, that's like
Was he a
literally,
wrecker?
like get out.
It must have been a wrecker.
It was
That-
like
you just-
my
you just
father
keep setting yourself
describes it as a seamless bet. Like everything just
got
happened
the
in
Hebrew
the car. They just went to
Was
the
the car on
office,
gear one?
boom, and they just got what?
Was the car on
Was
How
this
would
his
I
bet?
know? How would I know? But that when you say James, like
look at
when
someone
you
that
say
came
James,
out
I was
from-
born in a car. Like they
But that's
already
amazing.
wrapped me.
What name of the car, babe?
Before I don't know, man. Do you know?
I know the name.
Peugeot 504.
Do you know how long it
I don't
was,
know.
was guy? Was I even there? As I was there, but how would I remember? But it
It
was a
has
nurse.
it has to be a Volvo.
Like there was a midwife. Yeah, there was a midwife that was our neighbor. So she was supposed to give birth to me in that hospital where she worked. So they had we didn't have a car then. My dad didn't have a car. So lady, my mom went into labor. Oh, they went to call her also. So she, her husband was driving and then she was at the back seat with my mom in the car. And then my dad was in the front with the husband, and she was like, oh, he's coming, we don't have to push her and all that kind of thing. I was like, my dad,
you don't have
that's
to push.
like she don't have to like do so much that it's already outside that she can see his crowning and stuff. And then like my dad
That
was
car
like,
will be-
within
let's say
10
that car.
minutes, they just heard, baby crying and all and stuff.
There's
and
no
then
way you
when they
cried.
got to
There's
the
no way you cried. Sasip cry.
and then when they, yes. And then when they got to the hospital, they just like, just did
Check
the
up.
formalities and all. And then the midwife was like, this is one of the most, seamless, best that she's ever. Maybe that's why I don't give people too much trouble. But anyway.
You do.
but you know what's
That's why
funny?
when
Too?
you said James was born out, that's why I believe that, it's possible.
But see, you know what's
It can
funny? When you
happen
look at
anywhere.
see
Maybe
my,
that's why I love
when my
to
kid came out, right? See, she had a hand like this.
Oh, that's why you like it like this in pictures. I have noticed.
And and he was looking at me. Eyeball to eyeball.
You mean your kid?
Yeah, and then after some time she removed the eye.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was like, this is
How
strange.
their eyes don't open?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously they cannot see that much, you know
You
that.
can't
right?
see
Yeah.
that much.
But they're looking just as if they're looking at you, right? And it was
She's like, oh my God, this person I'm stalking for the rest of the day.
Dash me this kind, Papa, for God's
But
sake.
tell me, like, so moving on, has there been pressure from family to settle down?
Well, not really. Yeah, the kind of family I have is not the kind of family that like pressurizes you in those kind of stuff. Yeah, they believe
Take your time.
doing things at your own time. Yeah, my father values success. Yeah, a lot, and success has variations. Yeah, so to some people, getting married is is something successful. Yeah, but my father always encourage us to pursue academic success, professional success before
not
anything.
surprised.
You feel me? So my father is not the kind of person that would be reminding you, oh, time is going, this one, that one. You feel me? But he expects you, he trusts you enough to have a plan and to follow through with it. So before I left Nigeria, he's always asking me, okay, what's the plan? He even asked me plainly that if you have impregnated somebody, let me know before you go now. Don't go and start, or maybe I promise somebody marriage, or maybe you are coming back to let me know.
That statement is.
You feel me? Like let's be on the same page. And I'm like, no, I'm going like on my own and stuff. It's like, okay, fine. If your plan is to, come back here to look for somebody, keep me in the loop. If your plan is to get married there, no problem. I have, nothing against it. But, always keep me in the loop with whatever your plan is. And personally, he knows my plan. Obviously it's personal, but he knows what I plan to do, and then he follows. He does. But the kind of family I have, there's no pressure. From extended family, there is, like my auntie, and all, be asking you at this age, you don't have baby, you don't have, who are you seeing, what you get. They want to know what's going on. But for my main family, like there's really.
But that
there's
means
really
you know what I noticed is that everything you said in this podcast today.
What?
Your dad doesn't know you.
That's not.
How so?
I will tell you why. He said, even the extended family is saying you don't have babe, but they don't know this young man, the performance, what you have been performing
What
here.
performance, guys? Keep quiet.
Do you get what I mean?
Oh my God.
He doesn't need he doesn't want, you don't.
But guy, what is your own now?
You don't know if that is listening to this.
I must
He will
say,
not
let
stop
me listen
now.
to it. Sir, Egbo,
You say that, no.
let me use Yoruba or speaking of Yoruba. Wait. Sir, it's daddy me. This is your son. But anyway, the thing is, young man, we know, they don't know you like that. You have evolved.
No.
No,
My
they don't know you have
my
evolved.
dad knows.
No, I'm not saying your dad. I'm talking about your extended family that has that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the person you have evolved. You right now having a woman you call a girlfriend, it will not work for you because of your lifestyle.
Okay, let's end this conversation. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't want to ruin somebody's.
I don't.
No, but see, you know
I
the truth.
don't
You are a
understand.
bad friend.
Which left?
Kali, stop putting Sansa in his garage.
I don't
Okay.
understand.
Let's go back.
Kali, man, but how about you, Ada?
How
Has
about
there
you,
been
Ada?
pressure from family?
No. Your own. You have to be. And that, because I thought by now, yeah, mommy, at least by now, that if we go back to 19th century, you should have at least four or five or six.
Okay.
But go ahead.
But no, I think it's kind of similar to what Dam is saying. My dad does not talk about this with anybody. He doesn't. He's just like, I hope you know what you're doing, and then he just lets you go with your flow. And the only thing about my dad that's different with Dam is my father waits. Like, let's say he expects you to be married at like 26, 25. He will now tell you it's next year. So he doesn't do like preamble. He doesn't like pre it. He's just gonna be like,
It's what you
okay,
do,
like you guys have reached. He doesn't water the. He doesn't.
So like, there's an age that is set.
There's no age that is set, but there's an age in his mind.
But
So,
do you
like-
know the age?
We don't know the age.
I
But
know the
everybody
age.
knows that like daddy
Yeah,
will
there-
just
there-
come and
there-
tell us.
there's a limit, like where they get to that. They know that okay, they have to start. If they don't see any
Like,
No,
sign,
if
he's
this
not.
young man is
they
44,
have- you are stupid.
Omo,
at that point, you must find a Reverend Father.
Thomas,
Then.
what about you? Because I don't
No,
understand.
so someone that. No,
This one is just there.
No,
You
let's
don't
say
even know.
let's say the truth about T, because what T does is
I didn't finish.
T is diverting. Oh, sorry, my
Sorry,
bad.
sorry.
Well,
Like-
apologies.
Sorry,
Like-
I'm bad.
No, it's alright. Anyway, as I said, my dad
know
know an issue whenever he comes up, and hopefully I'll be married by then, and then he doesn't have to say it. But my mom is like, she just tells us, oh, these are the dates, the ages I'm praying for everyone, myself and my brothers, my sister as well. She's like, this is the age I'm praying for. Like, I hope God does it at this age. But she doesn't pressure. Then there's extended family, and like those ones are just like aunties and uncles. They're like, oh, when will you marry, or like stuff like that. But like again, I block and unblock. So like if they just say if they misspeak, I'll just be like, okay, yeah, I don't
What about
really
you,
know that I'm talking to you. And
Okay,
then
let that finish.
I'm very
with my
particular.
parents, I tried to like trick them because I was like, okay, obviously I'm the first daughter, so it would come up soon, and I've graduated, I have
okay,
a
I
job.
see.
So we had family meeting in
Oh, on your
I think
head.
in April.
Wow.
No. Like we usually have every quarter we have family meeting.
Yeah, we'll do. Every
So
week, every
in the
month.
meeting,
Nice.
it was my turn to speak, and I was like, "Oh, I have an announcement. I am currently ready to get married, and I'm looking for my husband. So, mommy and daddy, I'm putting it out there for you guys to know." And then my father was like, "When did you guys start making this kind of announcement?" I say, "Don't say I did not tell you. It's not when we reach that age now. You will not start saying, oh, that when will you?" So now that it's out in the open, everybody knows. I don't think they're going to stress me. But the only bad thing, my father told me that 2 people have come to visit.
They brought yams.
And he told me that you have to answer them. Why?
Yeah.
Because you told us that you're looking for marriage.
Oh wow. So there are
But-
2 people now that are waiting with yams.
I don't know that they're
Oh my
waiting.
God.
Why do you sound as if
But it
you
will
were in the
be
game?
it will be interesting for.
No, you want to join the game.
Which
Don't
game?
take Yam back.
No, only yam.
No.
Potato.
I will never want someone like this to end up with that. One, someone that stole money to
To buy bicycles.
buy a bicycle.
I know I'll never hear the end of this.
And it was a red bike.
And it was a red bike. Two,
I was born in a car.
I was born in the car. That one, I'll give your
A
mom.
Volvo.
I'll give your mom kudos. A Volvo, a red Volvo. That the exhaust was bad. 3, he grew up and decided to buy a red vehicle.
Do you know that red is actually my favorite color? That's exactly.
Oh, you don't need to tell me what are we.
Because obviously you can't have like too much red. But if I'm like,
I've
going to
actually
have,
been
like,
told
a
that I
gadget,
look very good in red.
but red is my favorite
Yeah.
color.
First of all, don't go there to ride red car. That one is magnet. No, you look good in red.
But Thomas, I want to hear.
No, forget about
is
this
there
boy. You know why?
No, let him talk because I
What
need
does he
to
have
know why it's like this. Is there pressure from home? Because it's so.
No, so like, and I think I already.
Yeah, you said it
So
before.
me, I've not heard.
So, like,
so tell me.
I was on the call with my mom, and then like I honestly told her that, listen, man, don't ask me about marriage until I'm 35.
You told your mom not to ask you.
About marriage until I'm 35.
What
Like
was that
literally, like my
response?
dad moved. My dad started living with my mom when he was my age exactly, like at 27. And I think then my mom was 21 or 27.
Wow.
So like,
That's a decent age.
yeah. So really, like I said,
So what was her response when you told her not to ask you until you had
you're like,
35?
okay. Because she knows that there's, number one, I'm the first.
There's still room now.
Not that there's still room. Like I'm the first. Like there's so much to do.
Obviously now there's
Yeah.
so much to do.
No, I mean like there's so much responsibility. Like there's business, there's personal stuff to do. So finding woman or getting married is not
If you
priority.
take for example now, if you have a babe now, if a big if, yeah, and then there's some unplanned pregnancy in between, is this a basis for marriage for you?
Well, you and this unplanned.
Listen now,
Unplanned.
let him talk, my friend.
Okay, so I'll be very, very honest.
Do you think it's a basis for marriage?
This is going to put me in trouble, but
That's why I asked you.
I mean, I guess you're headed there anyway.
so
Does
the
that
mother of my kid,
the mother of your kid?
listen,
Of your
now,
kid?
the mother of my
My
kid, to
unborn
be-
kid, yeah.
Oh,
Ha.
I was like, did we miss like so many months?
no, the mother of my kid to be is
Kids.
going to be the woman I am going to be with. But the woman I am with might not necessarily be the mother of my kid.
Okay, that's not going to get you in trouble. Like
No.
it's
Do you know
not.
why I'm saying that?
Hey,
Is this?
are
For
you
me,
listening?
Unless if you're
You say
dating
you're not
someone
with
now,
mother
then
of his kid.
no, I'm not.
I've told the girl already.
Which girl
Look
is
for
that?
another man.
Look for another person.
This guy is not going to father your kid.
So
He's not a serious person.
babes have option.
But I don't see you. I don't see you waiting 8 years. I don't see.
I
8
don't see
years.
it too.
I don't see.
I
it.
don't see it too.
I don't
yeah.
see 8 years. You know why?
Why?
Because you are in some sort of I don't want to say clique, yeah, but
Isn't it
the
clique?
kind of association that you have is not association of people that have 8 years. See, take for example now, we were giving an example of one of our friend that just got engaged. Yeah, that's one person. Before you blink now, a year or two, another person joins, another.
Please, can you
then
say
it-
me? And like when you say yo too.
Okay, possibly, yeah, another person, and then you have this kind of like.
And then there's Kali already.
Yes, there's Kali.
but then
already.
I'll be very if you join, I'll be
Kali's like, if you join, I'm leaving the group chat.
I might reconsider something. 'Cause what will happen is, first of all, I'll ask the woman, how did this happen?
How did you get here? How did you get here?
No,
the
But
one
really,
thing-
by the time you see, all those things.
Unless
happen,
they're going back home.
It's not as if it's pressure or force, but you start to.
No, but you're supposed to know what's
see
going on
the
with
need
Thomas.
and reconsider.
But you're supposed to know what's going on with Thomas.
Obviously, we all-
There is that youthful.
It's far from that. It's far from that. Like I'm,
No,
I'm
there's
done.
nothing you tell
I'm
me.
done with that.
Can never be done with that. We
I'm
just
done
finished,
with that.
We just finished from our lawyer. How can you be done with that?
You know what I'm done with? No. Honestly, like I'm done with that. Like literally, like you. Of course, like this. Weekends, I no longer go out like as much as.
How come every time I call you on Friday night, I'm hearing, hi, just come here.
It's not possible.
I'm hearing, okay, so it's your roommate
like-
making that noise.
Are you done with that like recently?
See, he's out
you know
there.
of this
Someone
year?
is still out there.
Well, he's-
Whether secluded or not. Don't let him deceive you with saying he's always at home.
No,
you
like-
can be at home and magic will still be happening. He's
No,
out
but
there.
no.
You know what I like you? It's like you have
all
his
these
life
things.
on
I know,
tablet.
yeah.
You know what it is. But then, like, see, the truth of the matter is that, like, stepping outside and going outside, of course, like, it's all fun and everything is there. But really, some other activities just come into your life and then you just block all those other things. You just, like, you
No,
know,
but
No, hold on.
I see you get married at 35. I feel like you get married way before.
Hold on,
I think earlier
hold
too,
on.
yeah.
Hold on.
I
Let
see
me
earlier.
shock you. You know what the world have done to us? Because same thing with not having kids, right? They make us believe that everything else I made a mistake. A little bit. Everything else is important than. I'm not talking about
Family
tea
or
now,
what,
just having kids. Bro, that is a big lie.
I know you've said you wish you started
lie.
earlier, Abi.
I wish I could start like maybe like 21.
Right?
You know what? Let me tell you why. When I look at the guy, the barbering salon guy, bro, nobody even know this guy is like 40.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no one
man.
knows. And
Yeah.
And the
Kevin,
kid is
I think she has finished though.
she has finished. The other one is almost done too. From
Oh, yeah?
university, yeah.
Yeah.
From UW.
From UW.
Nice. Wow.
And guess what? You see them, you see the why. Like,
Me, I don't want to be at any PTA meeting at 55, sha. You know. That's
Me, I
what
don't want to
sounds-
attend
I don't
PTA
want to.
meeting,
I don't want
period.
to. I don't want to. I don't want to raise
Even if
my
you
kid.
attend like this,
I don't want
I
to
will
raise my
still-
kid. You know, at an old age. That's one thing I want to avoid. I don't want to be. 60
Then
and
what
then
are you-
there's
raising
two
kids.
things. There's two things in that. You have to also like learn to like keep your body so that at an old age.
Tell
you
him.
still-
Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. Why
hold
you
on.
telling me?
Keep which body?
Hold on. But I look way younger than you though. You know that, yeah?
Yeah, something's wrong with you.
No, I won't lie.
Shut up your mouth. You are talking rubbish. You are talking. How can
No,
you
but-
say this old man?
No.
Hold on.
Hold on.
No, allow me explain.
Bro, I can pass for 16.
Cross leg. Hold on.
Cross on the leg.
Cross on the leg. You want? Hold on. The first time you walked in, I
But you're
saw
telling
you.
me that you feel like
No, relax.
I'm older than, I look older
Relax.
than
The
Thomas.
first time I saw
no,
you.
You're lying.
Hold on,
That's a
let me
lie.
You look like you've been through
The
life.
first time I saw
I
you.
have.
Hold on.
You-
The first time I
have.
the first time I saw you, I almost said daddy.
You're stupid. Look at yourself. Look at yourself.
No.
So you're telling me now. that I
Even
look
now,
older than
even
you.
someone told me that, oh man, Kali, you guys are bringing my church to the podcast now.
Yeah.
And I said,
Wait, jokes aside. Can you say that I
Wait.
look older than Thomas? No, I
no,
don't.
I'm looking at you. I think you have about 15 or 14.